play the war chant. On the script. Did he send you the script?
Okay, we got it.
We got it.
Did he send you?
Back here in Ponder, Texas, pregame show on NTX Varsity Sports. Paradise in their home opener leading up to their match up against Ponder. All right, Coach, it's been since early December since your boys 34.5 miles across long, flat Texan land. These two former district foes who once lived in the same district of 4 3A Division I lands two history schools of the Ponder Lions and your Paradise Panthers. Tonight gives us our first taste of football for the fall. Week 1 of the 2026-2027 high school football season is 10 short minutes away. It's been 266 days since your Panthers last prowled out onto the field, but the wait is soon over. Hello, everybody, and welcome to NTX Varsity Sports. My name is Thomas Brown, sitting alongside my partner, color announcer, and fellow TCU senior Brody Gates. Parker Burrows, our manager and producer, is sitting about 12 miles east of us at Boyd High School, getting their broadcast rolling. But we're happy you are at home and joining us here at Paradise Stadium in patience for first kick for the Panthers. It was a 12-2 season last year after a tough loss for Paradise when they were deep into a state playoff run. But a new page has turned, and the Panthers are ready to write a new chapter into their storied football program. Brody, I'm happy you're with me, partner. About 12 minutes to kick off to get this new season under control.
Yeah, Thomas, glad to be with you. Definitely a great way to start off the season. Football season starting back again. We saw the Paradise Panthers. They made it good into postseason last year. And I don't know, they beat Ponder last time that they played them towards the end of the regular season. So we'll see what happens tonight. I'm glad to be here and glad to get this season off to a good start.
Yeah, I got a moment to go down field side and talk to head coach and athletic director, Coach Cook, and he explains about that game later on in that interview. But to give you some background, these teams have met 13 times the last 15 years. Paradise has kind of held control of that matchup, 11-2 in those 13 games. Ponder won 10 years ago in 2016. That's the last time the Lions walked away here with a win, 26-14 the score. Let's go more recent and talk about last year's matchup. Paradise took down Ponder last October 31st, Halloween night. It was a spooky game. A game-clinching sack would clinch the district. That Halloween night at Ponder. This year it's a different story, two teams now in separate districts to start the year off with a bang. The captains will meet at center field. It's 64, 1, 2, and 5 for Paradise as they are dressed up in their black tops, white bottoms, white numbers, and letters outlined in green with white caps. All right, we'll take a quick break. We're happy you're with us on NTX Varsity Sports. We're going to go to a quick break and then the coach's pregame show. I got a moment to sit with Coach Cook.
Barefoot Pools is proud to be the title sponsor of Paradise Panther football on NTX Varsity Sports this season. Led by Curtis Buckner and Charlie Johnson, Barefoot Pools is your local expert in custom swimming pools and outdoor living, specializing in in-ground pool construction, remodeling, repairs, equipment upgrades, and ongoing maintenance. Proudly serving Wise County and surrounding areas, Barefoot Pools is known for quality craftsmanship, clear communication, and bringing backyard visions to life. It's the Barefoot Pools Panther broadcast on NTX Varsity Sports.
Hi, I'm Mayor Blumensaw, and it's an honor to represent the City of Paradise. We're proud to support Paradise High School athletics, all our Panther athletes, cheerleaders, and band. Our students work hard, they compete with heart, and they represent our community everywhere they go. As a city, we believe in supporting our students, our schools, and the future of Paradise. We're proud to be a part of their journey and to cheer them on every step of the way. Good luck this season, Panthers. The city is behind you the whole ride. Go Panthers!
Back here in Ponder, Texas, pregame show on NTX Varsity Sports. Paradise in their home opener leading up to their match up against Ponder. All right, Coach, it's been since early December since your boys have taken the field. I know we talked about it last week. What's everyone's emotions going into the season opener?
Kids are fired up. They're super excited. It's not just the home opener, but it's also senior night. We have a really good group of seniors, so I expect them to play well tonight.
Senior night, also a senior-heavy offense this week. How big has their leadership been leading up to tonight and throughout the offseason?
It's pivotal. It starts with our quarterback, Aiden Olade. Great kid, great leader, and he's played great tonight.
Let's go towards Ponder. Anything that they have done on film that you've seen that's caught your eye?
Yeah, they're good at the line of scrimmage. Good offensive line, good defensive line, and their quarterback is really athletic, so we got to do a good job tackling in space.
Everyone wants their season to get off to a hot start. How important is that to you?
Yeah, just one game at a time. So the rest of the season doesn't matter to us. It's just we got to beat Ponder tonight. So the kids are focused. That's all we got our eyes on, and we want to go get a win tonight.
You said got to beat Ponder tonight. Well, you did that last year, but it came down to the wire. Did you learn anything about them last year that could go into tonight?
Yeah, a lot. We know each other well. I mean, schematically and from a personnel standpoint, even the coaching staff knows each other well. So that does play a big factor in the game. But our kids expect to win. They expect to beat Ponder, and we just got to play well.
Home field advantage tonight. That's got to feel good in your season opener and senior night.
That's right. We play well, and we call it the Panther Dome. We play well in the Panther Dome, so our kids are ready to go.
It's hot out here, Coach. It's really hot. That's no secret. How do you and your trainers and your coaches try to keep your kids hydrated, conditioned, ready to go tonight all 4 quarters?
We love the heat. Our kids love it. We practice in the afternoon when it's hot, so we're prepared. We're ready to go.
Any condition works for you guys?
We're ready.
All right. Good luck tonight. Thank you,
sir.
Coach.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you.
Today's broadcast is sponsored in part by JDS Realty, where clients always come first. Buying or selling a home is more than a transaction, it's a life-changing experience. That's why the team at JDS Realty delivers personalized service, constant communication, and trusted guidance every step of the way. When experience, trust, and results matter most, choose JDS Realty for buyers and sellers across North Texas. JDS Realty, real estate redefined. Call 817-919-5815 today and make your next move with confidence.
Paradise Market is proud to support Paradise Panther Athletics on NTX Varsity Sports. Located in the heart of Paradise at 100 Main Street, Paradise Market is your convenient hometown stop for fuel, snacks, cold drinks, everyday essentials, and a quick bite on the go. Whether you're filling up before the kickoff, grabbing something on the road, or stopping in during your routine, count on Paradise Market for friendly local convenience. Paradise Market, proudly serving the Paradise community and cheering on the Panthers all year long.
Paradise, Texas. Kickoff is about 10 seconds away. It's 6:57 local time. Happy Friday, August 28th to you all, wherever you may be. Your easy chair at home, or you're driving down the interstate somewhere in the Texas area, or you may be interstate. But we're happy you're here. It'll be the Paradise Panthers to receive the first kick. Number 6, Chase Herman and Elijah Jenkins are back deep, kind of standing at the 3-yard line to receive this one, and it will go to Herman as he's going to muff the kick. He'll pick it up at the 5, running towards the near hash line, and he's up towards the 25, breaking tackler, slipping and diving towards the 30-yard line, and that'll get the Panthers fired up. It was a weird reception from Chase Herman. Him and Elijah Jennings didn't know which one was going to initially receive it. Maybe miscommunication, but it didn't matter as Herman fielded the muff and ran for about, let's call it, 25 yards after he picked it up. And the ball will be spotted right at the 30-yard line. 1st and 10. They're on the near hash lines and hash marks to start their first drive. That took off about 30 seconds. 11:33 left in the first quarter. We're just getting started here in Paradise, Texas. Season opener, and as you heard Coach Cook say, it's senior night here in Paradise, Texas. That means a good crowd has been brought out on both sides. Big bleachers here where we stand above. That's where Paradise fans are located. And then on the opposite field is a sea of red and black. That's for the Ponder Lions. In motion is Jenkins. They're going to give it to him on a jet sweep towards the near sideline. Breaking tackles. He'll pick up a first down. Still rolling, and now he'll be spun out of bounds. So the first touch for their star, Elijah Jenkins, stands at 5'10", 165 pounds. He's an experienced senior. Got a couple offers to go play after high school. First team all-district last year, and he picks up about, let's call it 11 after the first down gain. Jenkins will go in motion. Flag is thrown on the play, and we got a couple jumps here from either side of the offensive and defensive line. We'll see which way the referee goes. It'll be a false start against the Panthers, so that'll knock them back 5 yards. That'll bring up a 1st and 15. So a good start for Paradise. A good kick return got him to the 30-yard line. And then on a jet sweep with Elijah Jenkins, they'll pick up 11 and now knock back 5. From the 36-yard line, Aiden Alode In the shotgun formation, he'll hand it off to his back. He'll get about 3 before white jerseys are all surrounded him, bringing him down to the floor. It's a dog pile over there. No loose ball, but just a bunch of jerseys. And I'll say that the Ponder Lions are in their white cap, white top, white bottom, red cleat outfit. They've got black lettering and numbers surrounded and outlined in red. They've got green or gray stripes going down either side of their pant and arm leg. As here's a screen pass out towards, we'll call it Levi Clayton, who's the senior. It was senior night, so they got a large applause before the game when they ran out of the Panther head on the north end zone. It's hot out here, as we mentioned pregame. It's about 98 right now and beating sun. But the Paradise Panthers love playing in the sun. Quick throw, Alade pump fake, and now it's tipped and almost intercepted. It almost should have been intercepted, but dropped by number 25. That's Anthony Moran, the linebacker and junior for the Ponder Lions. That was a close play from Aiden Alade, who pump fake towards Jennings and then let go of it. Might have gotten tipped at the line, but a ball that should have been intercepted leaves it third down here. Dropping back. It'll be fourth down as they're going to punt it away. It'll be Alade, who was in the pistol formation. Dropped back. He's going to kick it away to Ponder as his helmet got ripped off on the reception. Flags on the play. That'll be an unsportsmanlike penalty. That's the laundry sits at the 30-yard line, and Ponder will take over. So quick drive for Paradise. They didn't make it towards the 50-yard line before they had to boot it away on fourth. 10:24 now left in the first quarter. A quick scoreless drive for Paradise. The ball will be spotted on the far hash line. That one is towards the Ponder student section. A great student section over here in Paradise. They're on the far left side of the bleachers. It's Hawaiian theme for the students. Hawaiian theme on senior night as they get their season kicked off. And here come the Lions. A defense of defensive ends, Dylan Miller, Victor Gonzalez, Xander Norman for Paradise. Linebackers, Noah Asay, Cody Bridgman, Cash Lander, Cooper Romans for Paradise. As it's going to be a jet sweep to the near sideline, getting a couple blockers, goes the Lions wide receiver, and be wrapped up by number 13 for Paradise. A good tackle made there. And it'll be second down. Ten minutes left on the clock. Ball spotted at the 44-yard line. Second, and we'll call it a full 10. Just getting back to the line of scrimmage was Parker Shayev for Ponder. Timeout will be called. And so, as a player is down for Ponder, and both teams will talk to their coaches, always hate to see that. Cooper DeRange is down for Ponder, so hate to see that always. Cooper DeRanger, senior wide receiver, 5'11", 165. Everybody comes to a knee at the 50-yard line for Paradise. The Ponder players are out towards the 30-yard line huddled up. The meeting will separate on the Paradise side. The Ranger will get up and walk off. That's always nice to see. So going back to the defensive formation for Paradise, I gave you the defensive linemen and the linebackers, but for the defensive backs, it'll be Jennings, Walker, Britton, and Clayton. Keep an eye on those guys. Bunch of quick cats. Quarterback for Ponder is going to take it up the middle. To number 11, Cooper Sweden. He stands at 6'2", 185. And that'll bring up third down. Hot in the press box in the booth, even hotter on the field. Sun is just beating down all over. There's a little bit of shade where the football conveniently sits in the middle of. Ball is spotted at the 46-yard line. Got about 7 yards to go on a third down. Pressing up is Jennings. Looking to fire it across the field, and it's caught by Ponder. He'll spin out towards the 50-yard line before he's wrapped up. Blake Scholes threw it to Parker Chavez, and they're going to come up short of the first down marker. Ball spotted at the 50-yard line. See what the Lions do from here. .48 left in senior night in the season opener. Paradise and Ponder doing battle in Paradise, Texas. The two schools are 34.5 miles apart. They met last year in a heavyweight fight. Paradise won that one as it came down to the wire. Ponder will punt it away. In motion goes Harrison as it's a direct snap to the punter. He'll take 2 steps to his right and fire it away over the head of all the Paradise players, and that's going to get a Ponder bounce rolling end over end on the side to the 10-yard line before it's tapped down by Jacob Leedy, the senior wide receiver, and that is where Aiden Alode and the Paradise Panthers will take over. It'll be 1st and 10 on the 10-yard line. Still goose eggs on either side. Tommy Cook is followed up by his father and offensive coordinator, Joe Cook. So pretty cool. Joe was the head coach 3-4 years ago and then passed it down the line and made Tommy Cook, his son, the head coach and athletic director of the Paradise Panthers. And so he and his son are trying to draw up something here to put Paradise on the board. Ball spotted right at the 10-yard line on the hashes towards the near sideline. It's a great crowd here in Paradise, Texas. Everybody very excited about a season opener as we wait for the referee to walk away from the spot so we can get this drive underboard. The starters on offense for Paradise, I'll give them to you. Gonzalez, Rivera, Miller, Hart, Loper on the offensive line. They're backed up by Aiden Alade, their quarterback. He was first-team All-District last year, threw for 2,768 yards, 31 touchdowns to 13 interceptions. The 2 running backs by his side, Chase Harmon, number 6, 5'10", 160. He's a senior. The second one, Jacob Jones, 5'9", 150. He's a senior. Got 4 wide receivers to note. Elijah Jennings, number 7, has an offer from Murray State. He's a quick guy, stands at 5'10", 165. On the other side of him is Camden Walker, number 10. He's a shorter 5'6", but he led all of Texas high school baseball in stolen bases. So he's got speed you need to worry about. The other 2, Levi Clayton, number 3, and Sawyer Murphy, number 4, as the give will be to Elijah Jennings on a sweep towards the near side, just as we saw last drive get started out as, and they'll only pick up a couple. The ball will get to the 16, 17-yard line, we'll call it. So just a gain of 7, and now just second and short can open the playbook. Receiver split, and that's going to be a jump on Paradise. That was number 11, Sawyer Murphy, who jumped off sides. That'll knock him back 5 yards. 2 penalties so far in this game from Ponder. And keep an eye on that. Got to get your discipline down. These kids are so fired up, ready to go on senior night in the home opener. Sometimes you just lose your mental a little bit. Not going to damage them too much. Second and some from the 16. He'll go to Jennings, a screen pass to the far sideline, trying to break a tackle before he's brought down. Over there was Trip Davis, the defensive back for Ponder. So that'll bring up third down for Paradise. Trying not to go 3 and out. They'll go trips to the near sideline. Elijah Jennings will run off. Now it's just 2 backers splitting Alade. Quick snap. Alade wasn't expecting it. Pump fake. Fires over the middle of the field. It's caught. Going for a first down and a lot more is the Paradise receiver, Camden Walker. And Walker gets to the 45. And a big play, the biggest play of the game so far from either side. He's up to the 43-yard line and a big gainer for Paradise, and they're moving quickly. Alade trying to slow him down. He's got his two backers to his left side. In motion again is Walker. They're going to hand it off to him on a jet sweep. But over there was Josh Hickman, the linebacker for Ponder, to bring him down for a loss of about 4. Ball spotted about the 43.
Yeah, Thomas, we're seeing them, like you were saying, it's senior night for the Panthers, first game, non-district, but, I mean, they want to bring it. Last time they went up against this team, it was Halloween night. It's a home game, senior night, so they're really bringing the heat. They might be falling behind a little bit. They might be jumping the gun a little bit on some of their plays, but they're doing good. They're keeping their heads cool. We're still only in the first quarter, so we'll see what the Panthers continue to bring. Bringing it down here, third down. It looked like we had about another loss of 2 yards right here, would you say?
Jackson Dill and Elijah Todd, the two defensive linemen, got to Alade for a sack as we get to now what will be a third down. Split backs, we see that a lot already so far from Paradise. That's a thing to note. Alade drops back, fires off, and dumps it off to number 4. That is Jacob Jones, who's got a big break, and he's going to have a great gain up by the 50, but I don't think it's big enough to get the first down. They were back deep. It was about 3rd and 15, 3rd and 17. He'll pick up about 12, but still be a little shy of the first down. Radio only here at NTX Varsity Sports in Paradise, so we hope you follow along with us. 4th down from the 49-yard line. They got to get to the other side, the 47. Neither team has crossed opponent territory. Alade is going to fire it over the middle of the field on 4th down. He's got Elijah Jennings for a first down, up towards the 40 before wrestling off a couple defenders. J.C. Leedy would bring him down, but a great gain for Paradise, and it's Elijah Jenkins again, called his name a bunch. He's going to be big for this Panther offense as they get it into Ponder territory up towards the 39. A lot of communication behind the offensive line for Paradise. Alade sends Jennings in motion. They're going to give it to him on a jet sweep. Got blockers, and he's up to the 35 before rustled down by the defensive back for Ponder, and he'll pick up about 3. So Jennings already a huge part of this offense. Most of it has gone through him. But don't forget Camden Walker. He's been huge too. 2 critical wide receivers playing on either side of your quarterback, Aiden Alolde. Alolde has Chase Harmon, number 6, the senior running back, to his left. We've seen that a lot of times with Jacob Jones, number 4, the other running back, to his right. That's a thing to note in a common formation, as there's 4:47 left and a play break in the first quarter. So last year Paradise lost the cleats of Luke Brown, who ran for 157 carries, 970 yards, 18 touchdowns. Backing him up is Chase Herman, who had 114 carries, 446 yards, and 10 touchdowns. So almost split carries. So we'll see how that fares between Harmon and Jones this year. Right now it's Harmon to his left. Just off center is Jacob Bridgman. In motion goes Walker. Alolde will take it, hand it to Harmon, who has a big break up by the 20, and he's in to the red zone of the Lions, and the Paradise really threatening now.
Yeah, Thomas, like we were saying, they just keep trying to strike it through. They're getting it in. Yeah, what play did they just get in right there? Who was that on that side?
That was a screen to Cody Bridgman, a wide receiver and linebacker. He'll pick up just about 1. And so that'll bring up 2nd down from the 19-yard line. Just a gain of 1.
Hey, sometimes one's better than none.
Alolde sends Walker in motion. It's a screen. It's deflected. It's incomplete again. Ponder thought it was a live ball. Number 9, Luke Harden, the linebacker and junior, tried to go after it, but the play was whistled dead. And we'll do it again, 3rd down. 3rd and a long 9. Call it basically 10 yards. The ball is spotted at the 19. They got to get to the 10. Bridgman to the left of Alolde. Alolde is going to drop back, fire to the near sideline. Pass is broken up, incomplete. All the Paradise fans wanted a flag, looking for Sawyer Murphy, but it's broken up by Morgan Story, who is sitting over there. So now 4th down, and we'll see what Tommy Cook, the head coach and athletic director for Paradise, will cue up here. Offense still out on the field. It's Aiden Alolde gathering his offense to try to draw up something. Sawyer Murphy not a part of it. He's off to the right, and now they'll move over to the left hash mark. The flag was on the play. I believe it was pass interference. I didn't catch that, so it's a 1st down for Paradise as they'll hand it up the middle. It's Chase Harmon who will pick up just a few. Checking up towards the 10-yard line. Ball was spotted at the 13. They got to get to the 3 to get 1st and goal so they can pick up a 1st down as a timeout is called on the field. 3:42 left in the 1st quarter. Goose Egg still on the board, and another line is down. Two separate lines have hit the turf in the home opener in the 1st quarter. Hope he's all right. Never like to see that. We'll take a quick 30-second break. Stay with us. Paradise football on NTX Varsity Sports.
Tonight's Paradise Panthers scoreboard is brought to you by James Wood Motors, proudly serving Wise County and North Texas for generations. Family owned and operated, James Wood Motors offers new Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, and Hyundai vehicles, along with a wide selection of quality pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. From sales and financing to service parts and collision repair, their team is ready to keep you moving. James Wood Motors is proud to support Paradise ISD and Paradise Athletics all year long.
Hi, I'm Mayor Blumensaw, and it's an honor to represent the City of Paradise. We're proud to support Paradise High School athletics, all our Panther athletes, cheerleaders, and band. Our students work hard, they compete with heart, and they represent our community everywhere they go. As a city, we believe in supporting our students, our schools, and the future of Paradise. We're proud to be a part of their journey and to cheer them on every step of the way. Good luck this season, Panthers. The city is behind you the whole ride. Go Panthers!
Back here in Paradise, Texas, Sweden is down for Ponder Lions, so always hate to see that. Two teams have gone back on the field ready to play ball. It'll be 2nd and about 9 for Paradise. The down and distance on the scoreboard, and a little bit of a technical issue with that, so bear with us. Split receivers. You got Jennings, Murphy to the near sideline, and ball is out on a handoff. It's a fumble, and a big dog pile on it. Who's got it? There's white and green jerseys all surrounding the football. Paradise says they have it. Referee holds his hand up in anticipation to call who has the possession of the football. It happened at the 10-yard line. A transition between Alade and Chase Harmon. Paradise will retain possession of the football. Ball is spotted at the 10-yard line. It's 3rd down. Long drive for Paradise. What started at the 10-yard line has them all the way to the other 10-yard line in Ponder territory. 3rd and 9. Tosses to the near sideline. It's Harmon. Got to make a man miss. Jukes to the near sideline. Bumbling into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers. First points of the new season is a running back screen to Chase Harmon. And the 5'10", 160-pound senior dives into the end zone. And it's 6-0 Paradise. 90 yards, about 12 plays, more than 5 minutes. The first touchdown drive of the season goes to Aiden Alolde on a screen pass to Chase Harmon. Extra point, snap, spot kick is up and true, and it's 7-0. They get the full board, touchdown and PAT, and it's 7-0 Paradise. That was quite a drive there, Brody. That was some good football. Got a lot of third down conversions, had a fourth down conversion over towards midfield, and in the end, they got it done.
Yeah, they did. I mean, they were, like you were saying, they were at the 10-yard line, and I couldn't see exactly who was running into the end zone, but he was running that line. He had to have been inches away from stepping out. But Paradise, they're resilient, and he managed to jump all the way in, and he got the touchdown for him. So I'm feeling the anticipation. I'm thinking that they were just off to a little bit of a slow start, but they're going to come back and they're going to have a really good senior night.
It was Aiden Alolde who had a screen to the near sideline to Chase Harmon. He broke about 3 tackles on his way to the end zone to make it 6-0, and then the boot after was true. It's 7-0, so they got the whole regime. First touchdown of the new year. It's a passing touchdown. Alade to Harmon. And Paradise will get ready to kick it away to Ponder as their 2 guys stand at about the 10-yard line, separated on either hash mark. Referee guiding the place kicker for Paradise as he'll put the football on the marker. Ready to boot it away. He'll line up his boot, take about 5, 7, 10 yards, steps back at the 30-yard line. The ball spotted at the 40. That's where we'll kick it away. 4 steps to his left. Now Paradise is ready to go. Points to either sideline, and away he goes. Football again. End over end catch caught by number 6 at the 15 for Ponder. Spinning out of a tackle and a big gain up toward the 30-yard line, and a big hit before taking Jace Leedy down. And the 30-yard line is where Ponder will start their second drive of the season. Ball will be spotted at the 30-yard line, 7-0 Paradise, 3:08 left in the first quarter. Local time, 7:22. Kickoff to start the senior night and the new year was at 6:57. Checking in on about 30 minutes for the first quarter, but you got 3 minutes left to go. Trip Davis, the running back, to the left of the quarterback, Cooper Sweden. Sweden's going to take the snap, look to the far sideline. Pressure comes. He's going to dump it off to Allred. Allred's going to get a big gain up towards the 40 before colliding into Camden Walker, the DB and safety back there. He'll pick up a first down, about 15 yards. He gets to the 45. That's where they'll put the spot. Ponder trying to move quickly, it looked like. Now they'll kind of slow things down, try to get into a roll. Down 7-0. The near receiver is Davis, and they will have a read option. Sweden will call his own number before he's gobbled up by about 9 of the 11 Panthers, you could say. That play had no chance. They'll lose a couple. It'll bring up 2nd and 11. Two-minute warning in the first quarter. Play continues. Sweden, the quarterback, he's got his running back to the near sideline. He'll go off on a screen. Pump fakes that way, pump fakes one more time. Sweden's going to dump it off, and he's got the big fellow across the 50-yard line. Cannon Clark, 6'3", 245, tight end senior for the Lions, will pick up a couple. It'll bring third down and about, we'll call it a long 5. 1:30 and counting. Got 90 seconds left in the first quarter. It's been off to a slow start, but steady for Paradise. They lead 7-0. Sweden's going to hand it off to his backer. That's Allred, who's going to go barreling forward, pick up the first down, and the ball comes out, and Paradise falls on it. They fall on it about the 34-yard line. The crowd is going crazy. Coach is saying the ball is down, but we'll see what the ruling is. I think he was down before the ball came out. At least that's what it looked like, and that's what it's certainly showing out there on the field. But a bit of a scare for Ponder and a bit of a euphoria feeling for Paradise, but Allred was definitely down. He'd been tackled for about 30 seconds, and then the ball popped out. still live, and the players are still going to compete. Winfield on a draw to the right sideline, kind of an outside zone play, gets up back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't do a whole lot before Cody Bridgman took him down. We'll keep it at 2nd and 10. 37 seconds left and counting. Getting ready for the second quarter. Ponder threatening. Sweden will give it up the middle, and it's Allred again, and a huge gain, about 15, 20 yards up to the 20-yard line, and that might send us to the second quarter. They might try to do a hurry up. The clock is stopped, as it does. So 20 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Ball we spotted at the 21-yard line, so just out of red zone territory for Ponder. It's been a much quicker drive and much more efficient for Ponder, pounding the run game. I think we've seen it twice, couple of run plays, maybe 5 of them. Bridgman has been everywhere for Paradise, and Ponder will let this go to the second quarter. All right, we'll take a quick break. Stay with us. Paradise football going into the second quarter on NTX Varsity Sports.
10-Point Ready Mix is proud to support Paradise Panther football on NTX Varsity Sports. Based in Bridgeport, 10-Point Ready Mix provides high-quality ready mix concrete for residential and commercial projects across Wise and surrounding counties. With a focus on dependable service and getting concrete where it needs to be on time, 10-Point Ready Mix is ready to help keep your next project moving. From the first pour to the final finish, build it strong with 10-Point Ready Mix, a proud sponsor of Paradise Panther football broadcast.
Lowry Metals is proud to support Paradise Panther football on NTX Varsity Sports. Family owned and operated since 1969, Lowry Metals has built its reputation on quality products, fair prices, and dependable service. From metal building supplies and structural steel to culverts, fencing materials, custom sheet iron, and more, they have what builders, ranchers, and businesses need to get the job done right. With locations in Paradise and Decatur, build with confidence and choose Lowry Metals, a proud supporter of the Paradise Panthers.
Back in Paradise, Texas, 7-0 ball game as we start the second quarter from the 21-yard line. Sweeney's going to hand it off to Allred. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage before getting brought down. Paradise is kind of figuring that out. They've ran that play a couple times this drive. It's worked. Credit to them. Their run game has definitely been a little bit more successful in this drive than it was in the previous opening drive for the Lions. But that one goes nowhere, and now they're in a second down stout. Split backs for Ponder, just as Paradise does a lot. That might be the mojo over here. They're handed off. Now it's a read option, and now a triple option. They'll flip it to their other back, Case Winfield. Sophomore standing 5'9", 165. He doesn't do anything, barely gets back to the line of scrimmage, and now third down and a challenge for Ponder, trying to tie this game and put it into the end zone. Just on the brink of the red zone, the 20-yard line, trying to get a substitution off, and flying off the field goes Xander Norman. The snap is played, and a timeout is called by Paradise. 11-11, Make-A-Wish on the clock in the second quarter as the Paradise Panthers will call a timeout. Trying to think this one over on 3rd and about 8. Defensive coordinator Aaron Waltersheed for the Paradise Panthers, trying to hold Ponder to just 3 points if they do decide to kick and don't get the first down. Brody, this is about as packed of a crowd as you can find out here. I mean, every seat is taken, and then all around the fence there's really green and black everywhere around here.
Yeah, I mean, they have a huge field behind the Paradise field, and that's just filled up with Ponder fans and Paradise fans, Panthers alike. Probably some future ones that'll play football for this school.
You got to believe so. They're looking on a very promising squad for the 2026-2027 season. Trying to get inspired for Panthers to come.
Yeah, speaking of inspiration, I mean, we're still at the old high school football stadium, but Paradise just opened their new high school this year a little bit down the road from here, and we got to tour it the other day, and that was really nice. What were your thoughts on it?
Man, it's great. It's new. It's long hallways. So we were saying during break, you got to move yourself to one class to the other, as Sweden will call his own number and avoids all the pressure just to get back to the line of scrimmage before being brought down. Cash Lander, the linebacker, brought down Sweden. So now 4th down. Field goal team will come out. The place kicker will be Blaine Schulz. To kick it away is Colton Antle. The kick will be taken from the 25. The ball is spotted at the 17. The kick is up, low, diving, and it is through and true. And Ponder is on the board in their season opener. 7-3 after a long drive that started about the 30. They get to the 19-yard line before putting one through thanks to Colton Antle. We'll take a quick 30-second break and be back for the kickoff going towards the Panther side on NTX Varsity Sports.
Lowry Metals is proud to support Paradise Panther football on NTX Varsity Sports. Family owned and operated since 1969, Lowry Metals has built its reputation on quality products, fair prices, and dependable service. From metal building supplies and structural steel to culverts, fencing materials, custom sheet iron, and more, they have what builders, ranchers, and businesses need to get the job done right. With locations in Paradise and Decatur, build with confidence and choose Lowry Metals, a proud supporter of the Paradise Panthers.
Back in Paradise, Texas, Panther Stadium. Chase Harmon and Elijah Jennings will go back deep to receive the kickoff from the Ponder Lions, who went about, call it 7 plays and 60 yards before putting the pigskin through the 2 uprights. It's a 7-3 ball game. Paradise struck first. They went down the length of the field, a 90-yard drive, put it in the end zone thanks to Chase Harmon. That time, Ponder went down and spotted it towards the 19-yard line before kicking a field goal. So 10:23 left in the second quarter. A quick, tricky formation off kickoff before separated go Ponder, trying to offset Paradise, which they did, but now they go back to their normal formation. Ball spotted at the 30-yard line. To boot it away is Ponder. And we're off. End over end. Short kick will be taken at the 25-yard line. Up towards the 30, back to the middle of the field, and being brought down. Hagen Tierce, the sophomore running back and linebacker, caught the kickoff at about the 25-yard line before bringing it up, and the ball will be spotted. We'll wait for the spot. I believe it will be right at the 35-yard line, which it will be. Third drive of the year, not just the game, but the year for Paradise. The second was successful. They went the length of the field, scored a touchdown this one, trying to have of similar results. So they go back on the field, manned by Aiden Alolde. Your experienced senior, 62% completion rate last year, played all 14 games. He was just a junior, first team all-district. He'll take the snap, fake it off to Harmon, call his own number up towards the middle of the field, up towards the 50, but splitting the hashes, barreling down before being brought down, a gain of about 5, and he'll split the difference on 1st and 10. It will give it to about 2nd and a half, 1st and 10, 2nd and 5. Under 10 minutes left in Paradise in the first half. In their opener last year, Paradise won it 71-0. This one's a little different. It's 7-3, closing in on the first half. Alolde will take it, fire it to the far sideline. Will be Sawyer Murphy to catch that one, rumble out of bounds, and pick up a fresh set of downs. Chains will move. Ball will be spotted at the 46. Paradise trying to move along. Jennings points to the referee, gives a thumbs up. He gives it back, ready to play. Alolde will go right over the middle of the field through the hands of Cody Bridgman, who ran just a straight go route through the porous defense of Ponder, but he couldn't bring it in right through his hands, and it's second down. It was one of those fast, quick-hitting plays that tries to get their opponent and defense off guard, and it did, but Bridgman couldn't bring it in. Alolde will look to Jenkins. He's going to find it, makes a nice move towards the 50-yard line and through the 50-yard line before getting chopped and brought down by a Lion. It's number 4, Christian Suarez, 5'9", 155. It's just a true freshman. Ball at the Ponder 49-yard line. It's 3rd and 5. Taking it on a direct snap is Harmon. He'll go bounding towards the 45-yard line, a line short of the first down. We'll see where the spot is. His helmet is right at the 44-yard line, which would give them a first down, but they'll spot it back at the 45. And so now decision time for Tommy and Joe Cook. They'll line up like they'll go for it. The first drive they did the same, and then Alolde backed off and booted it away. This time it's Bridgman and Harmon splitting backs of Alolde. Alolde will keep it, call his own number, pick up a first down and some more. Past the 40-yard line to the 38, bounding and falling forwards, and a fresh set of downs for Paradise. Elijah Jennings, Sawyer Murphy, Levi Clayton, Camden Walker, and Cody Bridgman, the wide receivers that we've talked about the most for this Paradise offense. Alolde will go right back to the well to Cody Bridgman, out of reach. Alolde led him a little too much. Bridgman tried to haul that one in, not to a fault of his own, but it's incomplete. So we'll do it again, 2nd and 10 from the 44. Getting everything squared away is Alolde. He'll take the direct snap, look towards the far sideline. Hauling it in is Sawyer Murphy, picking up some yardage before he's dragged back by Case Winfield. He'll pick up about 3 as there's 7:35 left to go. Ball spotted at the 35 now. Got to get to the 29 for a first down, 3rd and 6. Jennings in the slot, watch for him. Alolde will call his own number, goes right up the middle of the porous defensive line for Ponder. He'll pick up about 4, so it won't be first down, but he gets darn near close. 2 yards shy of it for 4th down. 7 minutes left. Ball spotted at the 31. Alolde drops back, going to go for it, and had Jenkins, and he dropped it. Had Bridgman, he was wide open. Went to Jennings. All reliable of Elijah Jennings. They have not gone to him during that drive. They did. It was a good throw for Aiden Alolde. Jennings turned around, and the ball was right on him, couldn't bring it in, and a turnover on downs for Paradise. That was right at the 30-yard line, so Ponder will take over. Spotted at the 31-yard line. The boys in all white with black lettering outlined by red will come out on the field. They trail by 4. It's 7-3 with 6:55 left in the half. In motion goes Leedy. Snap taken to Sweeney. They'll give it off to his back. He'll go bounding forwards towards the defensive line, but stopped there by Paradise. Just a small gain from Caden Allred, their primary backer for Ponder. Seen him a lot. He was effective their last drive out when they put up 3 on the board. Split receivers, one to the far sideline, one to the near for Ponder. Direct snap taken is Sweden. He's going to go down the field, testing Jennings, who turned around at the right time, tried to pick it off, broke it up, incomplete. He was looking for Riley Harrison about 15 yards down the field on the far sideline of Ponder's side. Great defensive play by Jennings, and it's incomplete. Jennings, the cornerback with Levi Clayton. Walker and Brittain are the two safeties. Third down for the Lions. Spotted the 34. Sweden's going to roll to the near sideline. Fire over the middle of the field, and it's intercepted. Camden Walker at the 35, cutting back towards the 30. 25-20. He's got blockers spinning around and barreling towards the 16-yard line. An interception from Camden Walker. The first turnover of the year by Paradise. It came at the right time and the right spot. Looked for his receiver as the lights at Paradise starts flashing on and off. The new lights here at Panther Stadium. They're going to say the ball was now back to the 32-yard line. I guess he thought that Walker was down. He made it up to about the 15-yard line. It was a great catch and return by Camden Walker, but a turnover in the first one from Cooper Sweden, an interception to Walker. And with 6:06, Paradise in position A to put some more points on the board and extend their lead. We'll take a quick 30-second break. We'll be back. Paradise football on NTX Varsity Sports.
Barefoot Pools is proud to be the title sponsor of Paradise Panther football on NTX Varsity Sports this season. Led by Curtis Buckner and Charlie Johnson, Barefoot Pools is your local expert in custom swimming pools and outdoor living, specializing in in-ground pool construction, remodeling, repairs, equipment upgrades, and ongoing maintenance. Proudly serving Wise County and surrounding areas, Barefoot Pools is known for quality craftsmanship, clear communication, and bringing backyard visions to life. It's the Barefoot Pools Panther broadcast on NTX Varsity Sports.
Laundry on the field will back Paradise up to about the 43-yard line. That's where they stand with 6:06 left until halftime. Ololde, the backer, will send Walker into motion, who just had the interception, breaking tackles to the 40, cutting back past the 35 to the 32-yard line before being brought out of bounds. Chael Ussery, the linebacker, 6'1", 200-pound sophomore for Ponder, knocked him out of bounds, but a good pickup and a first down for Paradise. Chains have yet to move. First down symbol still on there. Ball will be spotted. Well, we're waiting to see. Morgan Story, the linebacker for Ponder, just came and substituted on. Now they're going to retract him back to the original line of scrimmage. Laundry on the field. I think the call will be holding by Paradise. The referee's going to mark off about 10 yards. That sends them back into their own territory at the 47-yard line. That penalty in play was a difference of about 17 yards. Ololde all by himself on an island back there. Haven't seen that once this game. Four-step drop back. He's going to step up, got pressure, and down he goes. Jackson Drill, second sack of the day. He's at 1.5. Shared a sack earlier, but that one was all Dill. Now it'll be second and long. Boy, this really took a turn, this drive. Walker had the interception about 2 minutes ago, and they're at the 20-yard line. Now they're all the way back at the 46-yard line, the 42-yard line of Ponder. Quick hitting screen. Jennings is going to break a tackle and now is swallowed up. Got back to the line of scrimmage, and now it's going to be third and long. A stalling drive after what looked like it was going to be promising right before halftime. Sub 5 minutes left. Split receivers on either side of the line. And now a timeout. Ponder and Paradise will talk this one over. 4:39 left in the half, and I'd like to give a quick shout out to our sponsors for this broadcast. Barefoot Pools, James Wood, City of Paradise. 10-Point Ready Mix, thank you very much, with Lowry Metals, JDS Realty, and Paradise Market. So thank you to our 7 sponsors for this game and the future season of Paradise football. At the 45-yard line, Paradise offense will come back on the field after a quick conversation with the offensive coordinator, Joe Cook. Cook spelled K-O-C-H. A little unconventional, but Cook still the same. Third and a mile. Going to drop back, and he's going to punt it away. And it's blocked, and now Alade is going to have to pick it up, run towards the near sideline, and now just fall down back at the 39-yard line. That's going to fire Ponder up. That was interesting. Brody, I hadn't seen that one in a while.
No, it didn't even seem like he got the ball above his waist. Like, Ponder was right there, and they were immediately able just to block it and get it away. It seemed like they might have been able to pick it up and run it the other way, but Alade was able to pick it up on his own and try and run it down.
An interesting play, no doubt. So now 4th down. Ball at the 38-yard line. Now they got to punt and got to get this one off.
Yeah, I was going to say, we'll see if Alade will try and go for part 2, see what happens here.
He'll back up towards the 30. That's where he'll take the snap. And he got it high enough in a way, spiraling out of bounds and onto the track. Referee will spot that one at the 34-yard line. And that's where Ponder will take over. They're going to have to go the length of the field with 4:24 left. We'll take a quick 30-second timeout. We'll be back. Paradise football on NTX Varsity Sports.
Paradise Market is proud to support Paradise Panther athletics on NTX Varsity Sports. Located in the heart of Paradise at 100 Main Street, Paradise Market is your convenient hometown stop for fuel, snacks, cold drinks, everyday essentials, and a quick bite on the go. Whether you're filling up before the kickoff, grabbing something on the road, or stopping in during your routine, count on Paradise Market for friendly local convenience. Paradise Market, proudly serving the Paradise community and cheering on the Panthers all year long.
Back in Paradise Stadium, 4:24 left until halftime. 7-3 the score. Paradise up, and they've got to defend the football with Ponder just retaining possession and regaining possession after a wild and wacky one for Paradise. It all started with an interception from Camden Walker. He picked it off at the Ponder 35, brought the return to the 20 where he was tackled. The referee said he was spotted where the interception was, so that's where the ball was spotted. And then a couple holding penalties, a sack, a blocked punt brought them all the way back to their own 40-yard line to where they had to punt it away. Get this. Aiden Alade, the starting quarterback, punted 2 plays in a row. You don't hear that one a whole lot. Sweden, split running backs. He's going to hand it off to one of them before he's blown up, and the ball is on the ground before Sweden comes back and picks it up. Man, that was almost costly for the Lions. Handed it off to Case Winfield, and on the transfer, Sweden was just going to try to keep it on a read option, but coughed it up. Fell right back on the football. 4:03 ticking in the second quarter, approaching halftime. Season opener and senior night here in Paradise. 7:50 local time. We kicked off about, I don't know, Brody, about 52 minutes ago. Quick snap into screen. That one almost intercepted again. Ball on the floor, and Paradise is going to maybe have it. Man, number 6, J.C. Leedy, got lit up, still on the ground. The ball popped out. I think it was Jennings who picked it up. Leedy, the receiver, and Lyon, who fumbled, still on the ground, and now he'll come to a crutch.
And that's the third Lion that we've seen get knocked down here in the first half.
The third line, they've all been separate. Gets a round of applause as he walks off.
What was crazy about that play is the Panther looked like they were wide open and they were getting ready to intercept. But then one of the Ponder Lions managed to get it, but he still ended up fumbling. So it looked like it was going to be an interception or a fumble. No matter what, it looked like Paradise was getting away with that ball at the end.
That's right. We think it's Paradise football. We're still waiting on a call, and it will be. Second turnover of the game, and it came on back-to-back possessions for the Lions. Ball at the 21-yard line, 3:38 until half. In motion goes Walker. Ololde will take it. He'll hand it off to Harmon. Harmon up the middle, and before he'll be tackled, he'll pick up about 5 yards. He'll get to the 15-yard line, and in red zone territory go the Panthers. Threatening here with 3:25 and counting. 7-3, Paradise has the lead. They struck at the end of the first quarter. Ponder would respond after. It's been quiet since then, and it's been a slow first half. A read option, and up the middle goes Ololde. Got one blocker, still on his feet. 10-5, diving for the end zone. Touchdown, Paradise. There's your first team all-district for you, Panther City. A read option, and Ololde took it just right up the middle. Avoided about 3 tacklers and outran a foot race to the end zone before diving in for the second score of the game. Ololde has a passing touchdown and now a rushing. Chavez getting set to boot away the PAT. Snap spot, kick is up, and it is good. End over end football, that one went. It's 14-3. Paradise on top with 3 minutes left until the first half. And now that puts Ponder in a really tough position, Brody.
Yeah, it does. I mean, the last play was just insane. It looked like it was about to be an interception, then Ponder got it, and then one of their receivers fell down, fumbled it out, and then Paradise got it. They managed to get like a 10-yard run in, and then Ololde, he just ran it straight in. Like, that all happened in the matter of 60 seconds.
It was quick. It was bang, bang, and Ololde did his magic. He ran for 10 rushing touchdowns, 272 yards last year, and that one was about a 15-yard rushing touchdown. Seen a bunch of read option and quarterback draws from Ololde. That one went to perfection. Joe Cook drew that one up well. So now Chavez, who just booted through the extra point, just about set to kick it away. Back to Ponder. Back-to-back turnovers for the Lions offense, trying to change that script. Placeholder goes down on the 40 just as it always does. Chavez puts it on the tee. And as he always does, he'll step out about 10 yards. 4 steps to his left. And we're ready to boot it away. Off we go. That one a squib. It will be caught at the 30-yard line and brought up by Allred. Allred will get to the 40 before being brought down by a bunch of black jerseys from Paradise. Caden Allred, a name I've called multiple times for the Ponder Lions. Running back and linebacker, a junior, stands 5'9", 175. They'll spot the game ball at the 40-yard line. Ponder in dire need of points before the half. They've got 2 minutes and 59 seconds to put some up. Sweden with Allred to his right. They stand on the 35-yard line. A hard count, some movement, no flags. Now they'll go back to the running back, the wide receiver, Riley Harrison, but that one was spiked in the ground before Harrison could put his gloves on it. It'll be 2nd and 10 from the 40. Got to get to midfield to pick up the first down. From the 40, 2 receivers to the near sideline, 1 to the far. A hard count, and now Sweden will let it go as he was being hit. It was Cash Lander, the linebacker for Paradise, who came up and hit his throwing arm. Good strength by Sweden to hold on to it and get it downfield about 5 yards before it hit the ground. So back-to-back incompletions, 2 very different looking plays for Ponder, as we'll bring up 3rd and 10. Allred to Sweden's left. Now he'll throw, and that one is intercepted again. Number 16, Cooper Romines with the interception. The junior linebacker, 6'1", 190. That one will go on the highlight reel. Wasn't a great pass from Sweden. Romines came in and cut it off and picked it off. 2nd interception for Sweden, the 3rd turnover for Ponder. Ball will be spotted at the 40-yard line. Just a screen, basically right back to the line of scrimmage, Brody, and Romines came in and just picked it off, jumped the route. It was a great play, and it'll be Paradise football trying to tack on more points before the half. 2:43 left for the first half. 7:57 out here in Paradise, Texas. About 45 miles outside of Fort Worth. A high school that consists of 357 students. Alolde steps back, pressure in his face. Pass is tipped and brought in by Sawyer Murphy. How about that play? Focus and concentration by the sophomore to bring that one in. A gain of 9, and that will put them towards the 31-yard line. Paradise moving quickly, 2:19 before the half. Alolde will fake the snap, throws over the middle of the field, incomplete. Laundry on the play. It sits in the secondary at the 19-yard line, so we'll see and wait what the call is. You'd have to assume it's on Ponder. Might be 12 men on the field for the Lions. Haven't let us know what the call is quite yet. Now they'll mark it off and put the football spotted at the 26-yard line. Making sure there's just 11 on the field now as Elijah Todd runs off. Alolde will take it. Quick fire to Murphy. He's at the 20, up towards the 17 before being brought down. J.C. Leedy, the defensive back, got there to bring him down before any more damage was done. He'll pick up about 5 yards on that one. Two-minute timeout. There's 1:58 left in the half. We'll take a quick break. Now it's reset to 2 minutes. 2-minute warning in Paradise, Texas. We'll be back with Paradise football on NTX Varsity Sports.
Barefoot Pools is proud to be the title sponsor of Paradise Panther football on NTX Varsity Sports this season. Led by Curtis Buckner and Charlie Johnson, Barefoot Pools is your local expert in custom swimming pools and outdoor living, specializing in in-ground pool construction, remodeling, repairs, equipment upgrades, and ongoing maintenance. Proudly serving Wise County and surrounding areas, Barefoot Pools is known for quality craftsmanship, clear communication, and bringing backyard visions to life. It's the Barefoot Pools Panther broadcast on NTX Varsity Sports.
Today's broadcast is sponsored in part by JDS Realty, where clients always come first. Buying or selling a home is more than a transaction, it's a life-changing experience. That's why the team at JDS Realty delivers personalized service, constant communication, and trusted guidance every step of the way. When experience, trust, and results matter most, choose JDS Realty for buyers and sellers across North Texas. JDS Realty, real estate redefined. Call 817-919-5815 today and make your next move with confidence.
Back in Paradise, Texas at Panther Stadium, while we were gone, Aiden Alalde on a QB draw took it for about 6 yards and a fresh set of downs. Well into red zone territory is Paradise. The ball is spotted at the 14-yard line, 1:30 left to go. Trying to punch it in for 6 more before the half. 14-3 the score. 1st and 10 from the 13-yard line. Alalde on a fade, far side, end zone, jump ball, and that is caught for a touchdown as the far side referee implied. It looked 50-50, but coming down with it for Paradise, Sawyer Murphy. So the sophomore, who's been well intricated into this football game, puts 6 more up on the board for Paradise. It's 20-3. A great throw and catch from Alalde. And what a catch from Murphy to bring that one in. 5'10" and used his height to reel that one in. Chavez, snap, spot. The kick is away, and it is through the uprights. 21-3 goes Paradise. PHS and flags from the cheerleaders will run across the track field in front of the bleachers. Sun's starting to set here in Paradise. You got a beautiful cotton candy clouded sky, as you can see way off in the distance. I believe the sun is setting behind us, Brody. But the press box can see out into the open land and the beautiful open land of Paradise, Texas, and Texas, as it's 21-0 over here in Paradise. I'll give another thank you and shout out to our 7 sponsors for this game and the season. Barefoot Pools, James Wood, City of Paradise, 10 Point Ready Mix, Lowry Metals, JDS Realty, and as always, a special thank you to Paradise Market. So we thank you for sponsoring this broadcast and Paradise football on NTX Varsity Sports. 1:14 left in the half. 21-3. Panthers are on top. It is a sold-out Panther Stadium. Every bleacher in the seat taken up by green and black. And jerseys, blankets, towels. Brody, you got your seat covers that you can kind of flip up. You see those all the time. Those are everywhere.
Yeah. It's kind of interesting how people are having blankets and like some of their hoodies out here tonight, because like we're in the press box and we're still sweating. I don't even want to know what it's like out there.
Chavez will kick it away from the 40, sitting up on a tee. A good spiraling kick will send Ponder back to the 5-yard line where he muffed the kick, and now he's got work to do. Back in his own end zone before getting out towards the 10, 15, 20. Now rumbling towards the 25-yard line. And boy, did Jace Leedy ever save that one. Muffed it back into his own end zone. And with Panthers coming up towards the 5-yard line when he was still in the letters of the Paradise in the end zone, he gets it out towards the 25-yard line. So he saved what could have been a costly mistake. A lot going on there. We've seen a couple of muffs so far tonight. Paradise has installed new lights, Brody, and it's quite the system. They are bright and luminescent. You can control them from your phone, these new lights, as we were being told when we came out on Saturday.
Yeah, that's right, Thomas. And what they were saying is it's usually like 50 lumens that these lights are, but the maintenance guy told us what? They were 120?
120 about. So doubling that and then some. They usually only put it to about 30% power, as the recent play was a running back screen to Alred. It was incomplete. And second down from the 23. Two receivers to the near sideline. Sweden will take this one. Got pressure. He'll let go of it. And what a catch that was towards the far sideline. Laundry comes down on the field. They're testing Elijah Jenkins, number 7, the corner for Paradise. We'll see what the call is. They initially threw the flag down. That sits right at about the 32-yard line. We're going to call pass interference on Elijah Jennings. It was good coverage. He was all over the wide receiver. Coming in and substituting Victor Gonzalez. Off goes Liam McBride for Paradise. Two big offensive linemen, defensive linemen. Still no play. A lot of talk and confusion out on the field. Trying to figure out where to mark the football. 55 seconds left in the first half. Another substitution. Norman off. Dylan Miller in. Miller, just a young sophomore. So it'll be first down and 10. Throwing it over the middle of the field and way incomplete. It took a while to get that play going. The referee was huddling over the football for quite some time. And at a play break, it will be incomplete. Sweden throwing down the middle of the field. Couldn't find anybody. 8:07 local time, 52 seconds left. Allred to the left of Sweden. He's going to take it, look near sideline, throw that way, hit as he's thrown, and a ballooning football in the realm of a bunch of defensive backs and linebackers for Paradise. Brittain was there. Asay was there. Bridgman was there. None could come up with it, and it's going to be third down. Back-to-back incompletions for Ponder. Third and 10. Ball at the 33. Sweden's going to drop back, run to the near sideline on a bootleg. Looks to tuck it and run, and now he will at the 35 before hit out of bounds. Nice hit by Aiden Brittain. Shoulder-to-shoulder contact between Sweden and Brittain as he's knocked out of bounds at the 40-yard line. 2 yards shy of a first down. A pickup of 8 will bring up 4th and 2. Now it's a decision time for Ponder. If they don't convert, then Paradise will get it back with 40 seconds left, but it looks like they're going to punt it away. Elijah Jennings goes back deep to receive the kick, the potential kick from Ponder. He's going to backtrack towards the 15-yard line. And now Ponder will call timeout. We'll take a quick 60-second break. Stay with us. Paradise football on NTX Varsity Sports.
Lowry Metals is proud to support Paradise Panther football on NTX Varsity Sports. Family owned and operated since 1969, Lowry Metals has built its reputation on quality products, fair prices, and dependable service. From metal building supplies and structural steel to culverts, fencing materials, custom sheet iron, and more, they have what builders, ranchers, and businesses need to get the job done right. With locations in Paradise and Decatur, build with confidence and choose Lowry Metals, a proud supporter of the Paradise Panthers.
Barefoot Pools is proud to be the title sponsor of Paradise Panther football on NTX Varsity Sports this season. Led by Curtis Buckner and Charlie Johnson, Barefoot Pools is your local expert in custom swimming pools and outdoor living, specializing in in-ground pool construction, remodeling, repairs, equipment upgrades, and ongoing maintenance. Proudly serving Wise County and surrounding areas, Barefoot Pools is known for quality craftsmanship, clear communication, and bringing backyard visions to life. It's the Barefoot Pools Panther broadcast on NTX Varsity Sports.
Back in Paradise, Texas, it's a 4th down for Ponder. 40 seconds left in the game. 4th and 2 from the 40-yard line. To kick it away was Ponder, and that one's going to go barreling end over end towards the 30-yard line of Paradise. It was Blaine Scholes who booted it away. Listed as a quarterback for Ponder, he took it a couple steps to his left and looked like he was going to fake it away, but then in the end booted it away back to Paradise. Panthers will have it with 27 seconds left in the half. It's 21-0 in favor of Paradise. Off to a strong start of their new season are the Panthers. Senior night here in Paradise, Texas. And pregame, we had our PA announcer read off about 10,000 words of honorary tribute, so give him credit where credit's due. Give him a cold drink of water when he gets home. 8-11 with 27 seconds left in the first half. Alolde will throw over the middle of the field to a sliding Elijah Jennings, who will pick up about 13 yards on that one, and a quick start to what's going to be a quick drive to end the first half. Clock will continue as now they get back to the line of scrimmage. As it stops if they pick up a first down. They're going to try to do that here with the legs of Alolde. He'll get up to the 49-yard line before being wrestled down by Kaysen Sweden, and Chael Ussery. Kaysen Sweden, a defensive lineman who's a sophomore, and Ussery, who's a linebacker who's also a sophomore. They stand indifferent of 1 inch. 6'1" is Sweden, 6 foot is Ussery. A timeout on the field, and they'll talk it over. 6 seconds left in the first half. 21-3 here in Paradise. Thomas Brown and Brody Gates with you in the press box, giving you the call here tonight. We're happy to have you. It was an interesting start to this game. Both teams had a drive and neither one of them converted. Since then, it's been all Panthers and it's been methodical run football. Aiden Alolde has used a lot of his feet to get some points in the end zone. He's got a rushing touchdown and a passing touchdown. The passing touchdown was to Chase Harmon out of the backfield. 2 passing touchdowns. The other one was a back corner fade to Sawyer Murphy. A young sophomore has been key to this offense. 6 seconds left in the half. Let's see what Paradise does. Play fake and a quick throw to the sideline. Caught and got down was Sawyer Murphy. Another reception for him. He's getting to about 5 now. 2 seconds on a stopped play clock as they picked up the first down. It'll run here soon. A timeout was called. So Paradise will have just one more. They picked up about 7 yards on that one. Got a fresh set of downs. Ball is spotted at the 44-yard line. They've got 2 seconds to work something to put some points on the board, Brody.
Yeah, that's right, Thomas. It's been an interesting first half, that's for sure. It was a little slow in the beginning, but now, especially in these last few minutes, they've just been going back and forth. They've been kind of staying on Ponder's side. It really seems like they're staying in between the 30 and the 50, and they've kind of just been shuffling back and forth for the last, 5 minutes.
Ponder kicked a field goal. Since then, they haven't really got it back on Paradise's side. A quick screen. This will be the last play of the half. Jennings is going to try to use his feet to get in the end zone. Up towards the 25, breaking tacklers before being brought back towards the 25-yard line. And that will do it for the half. 21-3, Paradise leads it. We'll take a quick break, and we're going to go and pass the broadcast to Cole Sheriff with 95.9 The Ranch for our Paradise Panther Recruitment Minute.
Thank you, Thomas. Hey, everybody. Cole Sheriff from Last Call coming your way from the 95.9 The Ranch Studios in Sundance Square with your first Paradise Recruitment Minute of the season. Before we start tracking this year's Panthers, let's give a tip of the cap to last year's class. 5 spring athletes were sent to college to play their sport at the next level. Zoe Martinez took her golf game to North Central Texas College, and Paradise Baseball put 4 athletes in college dugouts. Cash Watson to Hutchinson Community College, Carter Mara to Cisco College, Colton Walker to Carl Albert State, and Caden Hammonds to Three Rivers College. So, who's next? We encourage you to keep your eye on Elijah Jennings, the corner and running back. He's already drawing D2 looks and some D1 attention as well. Senior quarterback Aiden Olad, he'll be slinging it Friday nights this fall, but we expect college coaches will work on getting that arm on the mound for baseball as well. The Paradise Recruitment Minute is brought to you by 10 Point Ready Mix. Quality ready mix concrete delivered on time and poured right. Every great future starts with a solid foundation. 10 Point Ready Mix, proud supporter of Paradise Athletics. From 95.9 The Ranch Studios, I'm Cole Sheriff. Thomas, back to you, my friend.
10 Point Ready Mix is proud to support Paradise Panther football on NTX Varsity Sports. Based in Bridgeport, 10 Point Ready Mix provides high-quality ready mix concrete for residential and commercial projects across Wise and surrounding counties. With a focus on dependable service and getting concrete where it needs to be on time, 10 Point Ready Mix is ready to help keep your next project moving. From the first pour to the final finish, build it strong with 10 Point Ready Mix, a proud sponsor of Paradise Panther football broadcast.
Thank you, Cole. I had to get that quick word in, but we appreciate you, Mr. Sheriff. So halftime here in Paradise, Texas. It's about 26 minutes and some change here until the second half, so we'll try to keep you entertained. We got the Ponder cheerleaders and band out in midfield for senior night. Would assume that Paradise is going to get their fair share of entertainment in halftime. So we'll go over the first half, getting some stats here brought to us here in a little bit by the nice folk of the Ponder Lions. Nice moves out there at the 50-yard line. All right, so let's go over. Aiden Alolde, he's got 2 throwing touchdowns. One was to Chase Harmon. That was the first score of the game. It was about an 8-yard passing touchdown. And then he would bring it in on his own 2 feet. It was about a 17-yard rushing touchdown. That made it 14-3. Jamie Chavez, the kicker, number 26 and sophomore for the Paradise Panthers, is 3 for 3 on extra point attempts. That helps you as well. And it was, and then another passing touchdown to Sawyer Murphy was the 3rd touchdown of the game for the Paradise Panthers. Murphy, just a sophomore, I've said it a couple times, but he's been key for this Panther offense. Stands at about 5'10", 135 pounds. Wasn't really a part of the offense last year. Didn't find any stats of him for his football last year for Paradise, at least on the varsity side, but this year so far in the first half, he's come in with a boom with a receiving touchdown, about a 14-yard receiving touchdown, a high fade to the back shoulder and back corner of the end zone. It was a great play and a great throw by Aiden Alolde. I wasn't sure if it was caught or not in the back of the corner of the end zone. Nobody reacted. Nobody knew. It was great coverage from Ponder as well, but the sophomore would come out with the touchdown and the football, and that would put up Paradise up 21-3. So we talked about it last year. Paradise won their opening game. That was 71-0 against Gainesville. A little bit of a different story here today on a Friday, August 28th, 8:18. It sits here local time in Paradise, Texas, just up 21-3. Now it's still a comfortable lead, but you never know with sports. Anything can happen. So we'll take a 2-minute break, and we'll let a couple words in from our sponsor over here in Paradise, Texas. Stay with us. Halftime here. You're listening to Paradise Football on NTX Varsity Sports.
Barefoot Pools is proud to be the title sponsor of Paradise Panther football on NTX Varsity Sports this season. Led by Curtis Buckner and Charlie Johnson, Barefoot Pools is your local expert in custom swimming pools and outdoor living, specializing in in-ground pool construction, remodeling, repairs, equipment upgrades, and ongoing maintenance. Proudly serving Wise County and surrounding areas, Barefoot Pools is known for quality craftsmanship, clear communication, and bringing backyard visions to life. It's the Barefoot Pools Panther broadcast on NTX Varsity Sports.
Today's broadcast is sponsored in part by JDS Realty, where clients always come first. Buying or selling a home is more than a transaction, it's a life-changing experience. That's why the team at JDS Realty delivers personalized service, constant communication, and trusted guidance every step of the way. When experience, trust, and results matter most, choose JDS Realty for buyers and sellers across North Texas. JDS Realty, real estate redefined. Call 817-919-5815 today and make your next move with confidence.
Hi, I'm Mayor Blumensaw, and it's an honor to represent the City of Paradise. We're proud to support Paradise High School athletics, all our Panther athletes, cheerleaders, and band. Our students work hard, they compete with heart, and they represent our community everywhere they go. As a city, we believe in supporting our students, our schools, and the future of Paradise. We're proud to be a part of their journey and to cheer them on every step of the way. Good luck this season, Panthers. The city is behind you the whole ride. Go Panthers!
Paradise Market is proud to support Paradise Panther athletics on NTX Varsity Sports. Located in the heart of Paradise at 100 Main Street, Paradise Market is your convenient hometown stop for fuel, snacks, cold drinks, everyday essentials, and a quick bite on the go. Whether you're filling up before the kickoff, grabbing something on the road, or stopping in during your routine, count on Paradise Market for friendly local convenience. Paradise Market, proudly serving the Paradise community and cheering on the Panthers all year long.
Thomas Brown and Brody Gates out here in Paradise, Texas, in Panther Stadium, where the Panthers lead the Lions of Ponder 21-3. And Brody, I talked about it when we opened our broadcast. These two teams were in the same district of 4-3A Division I, but recently Ponder has moved up and out of that district. But they still find themselves and do battle the season opener here in Panthers, which they lead 21-3.
Yeah, it's really interesting. Like you said, they used to be in district together, kind of used to be rivals, not necessarily, but and then it's really interesting going back because the last time you mentioned this before, Paradise played Ponder. It was Halloween night, and Paradise managed to beat him out. They came down to the wire in the fourth quarter towards the end. Paradise managed to beat him out, and that's the last time that they met on the field. So it's kind of interesting to see how the game's playing out so far in this first time them meeting. And not only that, it being Paradise's senior night, it being their first game of the season. So I'm really interested to see how it'll go because it was a little bit of a slow start in the first quarter and a little bit into the second. But the Panthers managed to come back. Can we just talk about, like, the last 4 minutes of the second quarter? I swear that took the longest amount of time of the whole first half. Like, they were going back and forth, like we mentioned before. It seemed like they were just huddling, going back and forth in this like small 20-yard zone, and from like the 30 down to the 50. Ponder, they were going, and then it looked like Paradise was going to get an interception. They didn't, but Ponder ended up fumbling. Paradise managed to pick it up. They went in a lull. They ran it in for that touchdown, and then Ponder, they tried to get back, but it just seemed like it was after that fumble in the last few minutes of the first half, it just completely went a whole different direction.
Brody, I'll tell you, one drive that took a while, and it was technically a 3-and-out, you could call it, was after Camden Walker's interception. And that was with about 5 minutes left to go in the first half. And Walker picked it off, ran it up to about the 20-yard line of Ponder before he was tackled. Now, there was laundry on the play. There was a flag on the play. That knocked him back to where the interception was taken. Okay, and then they ran it, pick up about 2, and then they threw it, and they picked up about 7 or 6, just short of a first down. That'd be third down. But it was a holding on that play that knocked him back about 10 yards, and then he got sacked, and then he punted. That one got blocked, punted it again, and that drive took a while. So you're right. The last 4 minutes did take a while, but it was just, slow football that Paradise was trying to feel it out. They had a couple turnovers. They had the throwing touchdown to Sawyer Murphy, which was Aiden Alolde's second throwing touchdown, passing touchdown of the day. And he's had quite the game already, Brody. 17 for 23, 154 yards, and 2 passing touchdowns. Jennings and Murphy split those two. Pretty similar 1-1. Jennings has 6 receptions for 46 yards. Murphy has 6 receptions for 46 yards and a touchdown. Total yards 244 for Paradise. So their offense have been clicking. You're right. They got off to a slow start, kind of had a drive and a half to get settled in there. I think the emotions were just so high. We talked to Coach Cook before the game, and I was like, how are the emotions going into the game? And he said, well, the guys are fired up and they can't wait to get out there. And sometimes you just got to let the game do its thing and settle down for a little bit.
Yeah, and maybe you're going out. It's dark. It's dark outside now, so maybe that helped. It was when we came in. It was about 105 outside, so maybe they just needed the sun to go down behind the press box a little bit, because it did seem like as time went on, like we've been saying, they got better and better. Maybe they just needed it to cool down a little bit. I don't know.
When we left the office in Fort Worth, it was about 98 degrees. Our car read 102, which is the internal, which makes sense. It's been sitting out in the sun all day. And then we get up here, and then you noted that it was 3 degrees toastier up here. And so those kids are going out there, and they're playing hard-nosed football in about what feels like 102-degree weather on hot turf. Your cleats getting hot, your feet are getting hot, and sometimes you just need to cool down. But I also asked Coach, how do you guys deal with the heat? He was like, well, we love it. We practice in the heat. We're used to it. And, it just takes a lot to get used to that type of weather. But they cooled down a little bit in their offense, heated up for 244 total yards and 3 touchdowns as they lead 21-3. Now it's a bit of dissimilar statistics for Ponder. They have just 3 yards, an equal amount of turnovers, and 2 punts. They've only ran for 45 yards, and Allred has 41 of them. And they've thrown for 35 yards, no touchdowns, and 2 interceptions. Their only scoring play was a 35-yard field goal, which looked like a touchdown type of drive. They started in the Paradise 30-yard line, and they went about 60 yards up until the 19-yard line, where the drive got stalled out as the Ponder band will walk off the field and give the Paradise people a little bit of luxury as they come out in dark jeans and black tops with their tubas, trombones, drums, all the type you have in these bands that are so fun and so entertaining to watch that come out in halftime. But Ponder was driving down. They got to the 30 and they got it down to the 19-yard line before they kicked away a 35-yard field goal that was through and true. And that's where we sit now, 21-3 with 15 minutes left until the second half. So we're just waiting in here up in the press box, giving you a little bit of a halftime show and entertainment before heading into the second half. I'd like to thank Parker Burrows, who's been over in Boyd for the first half, our manager, setting this up and letting us do this and call Paradise games. It is a great time to be with your partner, Mr. Brody Gates, on this Friday, August 28th.
Yes, sir, Thomas, it is. And luckily, it's cooled down a bit now. When we first got in here, I was sweating a little bit, but we've kind of settled in now. I kind of want to go back to what you were saying about how Coach Cook was talking about how, we train in the heat, we love the heat, like we're used to it. Let's go over back to what I was saying back in the first quarter, I think it was, with their new school. When new school comes new facilities, one of their football facilities that they use now is half indoor, half outdoor. So they're shaded, but they're still used to the heat. They're still practicing in the heat. And actually, you saying that brings that back into my head. I think that was on purpose. And I actually think that's kind of smart, especially out here, North Texas heat, summer. Like, it's kind of smart if you think about it. Yeah, you got your indoor facilities, but if you mix it with outside, like the direct UV rays on you, that's what's going to be hard. But if you keep it shaded, you're playing in the heat. You're getting used to it. You're conditioning.
Yeah, it's a semi-indoor, outdoor facility just outside of the weight room that's all new. When we went there on Saturday, they were still putting all the weights on the machines and everything like that. But the practice facilities and the training facilities was, Birdie, almost completely done. And I'd say it's about, I don't know, a 60-yard field. You got, the end zone's cut off. Obviously, it's tough to put a whole nother 120-yard football field with the end zone and flagpoles on another side of campus. But they've got a great setup over there that lets them train in the heat, condition to the heat, and get used to this hot August Texas weather. As we said at kickoff, it was about, I don't know, call it 102 degrees outside, and it was toasty. And these guys have showed little to no restraint from that, and they have played some good football so far tonight. 8:30 the local time. We've got 13 minutes until halftime. So we'll take a quick 2-minute break. Thomas Brown, Brody Gates in Paradise, Texas at Panther Stadium. You're listening to Paradise Football on NTX Varsity Sports.
Barefoot Pools is proud to be the title sponsor of Paradise Panther football on NTX Varsity Sports this season. Led by Curtis Buckner and Charlie Johnson, Barefoot Pools is your local expert in custom swimming pools and outdoor living, specializing in in-ground pool construction, remodeling, repairs, equipment upgrades, and ongoing maintenance. Proudly serving Wise County and surrounding areas, Barefoot Pools is known for quality craftsmanship, clear communication, and bringing backyard visions to life. It's the Barefoot Pools Panther broadcast on NTX Varsity Sports.
Hi, I'm Mayor Blumensaw, and it's an honor to represent the City of Paradise. We're proud to support Paradise High School athletics, all our Panther athletes, cheerleaders, and band. Our students work hard, they compete with heart, and they represent our community everywhere they go. As a city, we believe in supporting our students, our schools, and the future of Paradise. We're proud to be a part of their journey and to cheer them on every step of the way. Good luck this season, Panthers. The city is behind you the whole ride. Go Panthers!
Today's broadcast is sponsored in part by JDS Realty, where clients always come first. Buying or selling a home is more than a transaction, it's a life-changing experience. That's why the team at JDS Realty delivers personalized service, constant communication, and trusted guidance every step of the way. When experience, trust, and results matter most, choose JDS Realty for buyers and sellers across North Texas. JDS Realty, real estate redefined. Call 817-919-5815 today and make your next move with confidence.
10 Point Ready Mix is proud to support Paradise Panther football on NTX Varsity Sports. Based in Bridgeport, 10 Point Ready Mix provides high-quality ready mix concrete for residential and commercial projects across Wise and surrounding counties. With a focus on dependable service and getting concrete where it needs to be on time, 10 Point Ready Mix is ready to help keep your next project moving. From the first pour to the final finish, build it strong with 10 Point Ready Mix, a proud sponsor of Paradise Panther football broadcast.
And welcome back to the Paradise Panthers football broadcast here on NTX Varsity Sports. I'm Brody Gates alongside my co-host, Thomas. I just want to take a quick second to give a thank you to all of our broadcast sponsors for making this broadcast possible. Everyone in the city of Paradise for supporting your Panthers. A huge thank you to everyone from Barefoot Pools, James Wood, the city of Paradise itself, 10 Point Ready Mix, Lowry Metals, JDS Realty, and last but certainly not least, Paradise Market. A lot of great people, a lot of great businesses who believe in all the Paradise Panthers and what they can do. Just again, a big shout out to all of you and a big thank you for making this possible. Thomas, take it away, my friend.
Well said, Brody. And thank you much again to our sponsors and the 7 sponsors that allow us to put this broadcast on and support our Paradise Panthers. Well, the Paradise Emeralds, as I've heard have been called, were just on the field, and they have now gone off for the Pride of Paradise, the Paradise Marching Band, standing out in midfield to the 50-yard line. A bunch of trombones and tubas line up on the 40-yard line and on the other 40-yard line, a couple clarinets and such. Bertie, you mentioned at a break that there was a bright blood moon that was right in front of our eyes above the Ponder fan and student section that you can just now see a little bit of, kind of creeping behind a cloud. But that is a beautiful sight out here in Paradise, Texas.
Seems kind of almost poetic. It was right behind the Ponder Lions, and they're over there red. It's a sea of red, and then you just had the blood moon right on top of it. It's almost like I said, a little poetic, a little symbolic, if you will. But now that it's coming over to starting to go up in the sky, come over to the Paradise side, it has to go behind the cloud. You know, we can't have red on this side.
A blood orange red moon out there on what is a beautiful Friday night, August the 28th. 90 degrees. The high today was 99. Unbelievable that it's still 90 degrees. It feels like 89, so nothing much there. 6 mile an hour winds going towards the northwest, mostly just towards the west with gusts of 11 miles an hour. So wind not a huge attribute in tonight's ball game. 8:16 left in the halftime show before it will be Paradise to boot it away to Ponder. Paradise had the first possession of the game. Ponder kicked it away to them. And we'll flip stories going into the second half. 21-3 the score, thanks to Aiden Alalde, his running back, and 2 wide receivers. Chase Harmon with the first score of the day. Was a running back screen who punched it in the end zone. A barreling and bounding effort from Harmon scored a 7-yard passing touchdown. And then Alalde would do it with his feet. A 17-yard rushing touchdown into the end zone would make it 14-3. That was after Ponder responded to Harmon's touchdown with a field goal of their own. A couple turnovers and a couple punts would leave Aiden Alalde and his Paradise Panther offense trying to put more on the board, and they would, with a Sawyer Murphy back shoulder, back corner of the end zone, jump ball touchdown to put the score right where it is, 21-7. Well, Paradise will blow up their big Panther head out in the north end zone. They're on the near sideline of the north end zone. They'll be ready to run out of there just as they do at the start of every game as they come down the hill. A new thing, Brody, now to mention, the pregame ritual for Paradise. When their high school was on location right here by the football field, they would just come out of the field house and run down the hill into the Panther blow-up head, and then they would run out onto the field. But since the high school has moved about 3 minutes away to a remote location and a new location, now they take a bus. They load up from the training facility off campus about 3 minutes away, take the bus over there, park in front of the field house as they have smoke coming out of the front doors of the school bus as the Paradise Panthers run out in a pack into the Panther head, and then they would run out on the field for first kick. This time it's a little different. They stand to the left of the Panther. They got to get loosened up, stretched up after, I would assume, a bunch of talkings and film watching from Tommy Cook, Joe Cook, and defensive coordinator Aaron Waltersheed. Trainer for your Paradise Panther is Todd Urbanek, getting these guys healthy, conditioned, and ready to go for the new season. And, Brody, I'll say they look quick, fast, and strong against Ponder so far today.
Yeah, kind of going off of that, I want to go back to a play that involved the Panthers back in the first half. Something that you hardly ever see in football. The Panthers, they tried to punt it away when they were on third down. And granted, that was during that time when they kept getting pushed back and everything, but that's something you hardly ever see. But when Alalde punted it on third, it got deflected immediately. Like, I don't even think he got it above his waist, and it just immediately got deflected down. Luckily, he was able to pick it up, and he ran it down. I think he got a gain of about 5 yards, but it wasn't enough to even get close to being first down. But, yeah, what are your thoughts on that? Like, I've never seen someone try and punt it away on a third down, no matter how far back they are.
Yeah, I said that after it happened. I said, what's something you rarely see that you just saw Paradise punted on back-to-back plays. You don't hear that a whole lot, but we saw it tonight. It was 3rd and a mile, and as you said, Alalde took the direct snap, rolled over, and bunted it into the back of his offensive lineman, then had to scoop it up, and then did the same thing the play after, but that punt would get over his offensive shield and back into the hands of the Ponder Lions. That was such a wacky and interesting play, you're right. It was also a weird drive that started with an interception from Camden Walker that got backed up, and then it ended like that. So certainly an interesting play, but Paradise still up, playing good football, 21-3 nonetheless. 4 minutes left until half. All the players getting ready and coaches getting ready to the start of the second half. The Ponder and Paradise coaches have passed up in the press box, going upstairs into their own press box to get ready to hunker down into the second half. Paradise trying to close out week one. Ponder trying to come back and make it interesting. They're down a bunch of scores. It's 21-3. Their only score of the game was a 35-yard field goal that was through and true after about a 60-yard drive.
Yeah,
Colton Antle is the one who booted it through.
Yeah, that's right, Thomas. With about 3.5 minutes left here, we'll take a 2-minute break and get set up here for the second half of the game. Paradise Panthers football broadcast right here on NTX Varsity Sports. 2-minute timeout.
Hi, I'm Mayor Blumensaw, and it's an honor to represent the City of Paradise. We're proud to support Paradise High School athletics, all our Panther athletes, cheerleaders, and band. Our students work hard, they compete with heart, and they represent our community everywhere they go. As a city, we believe in supporting our students, our schools, and the future of Paradise. We're proud to be a part of their journey and to cheer them on every step of the way. Good luck this season, Panthers. The city is behind you the whole ride. Go Panthers!
Lowry Metals is proud to support Paradise Panther football on NTX Varsity Sports. Family owned and operated since 1969, Lowry Metals has built its reputation on quality products, fair prices, and dependable service. From metal building supplies and structural steel to culverts, fencing materials, custom sheet iron, and more, they have what builders, ranchers, and businesses need to get the job done right. With locations in Paradise and Decatur, build with confidence and choose Lowry Metals, a proud supporter of the Paradise Panthers.
Paradise Market is proud to support Paradise Panther athletics on NTX Varsity Sports. Located in the heart of Paradise at 100 Main Street, Paradise Market is your convenient hometown stop for fuel, snacks, cold drinks, everyday essentials, and a quick bite on the go. Whether you're filling up before the kickoff, grabbing something on the road, or stopping in during your routine, count on Paradise Market for friendly local convenience. Paradise Market, proudly serving the Paradise community and cheering on the Panthers all year long.
Barefoot Pools is proud to be the title sponsor of Paradise Panther football on NTX Varsity Sports this season. Led by Curtis Buckner and Charlie Johnson, Barefoot Pools is your local expert in custom swimming pools and outdoor living, specializing in in-ground pool construction, remodeling, repairs, equipment upgrades, and ongoing maintenance. Proudly serving Wise County and surrounding areas, Barefoot Pools is known for quality craftsmanship, clear communication, and bringing backyard visions to life. It's the Barefoot Pools Panther broadcast on NTX Varsity Sports.
Back here in Paradise, Texas, we thank you for listening to the NTX Varsity Sports broadcast of Paradise football, brought to you by the Barefoot Pools broadcast table, with 40 seconds left until the start of the second half. Just wrapped up our halftime show over here in the press box. Thomas Brown sitting alongside with Brody Gates, our manager Parker Burrows, offsite at Boyd. We'll give you some more statistics. 13 first downs for Paradise. They punted away twice. 90 rush yards. Olade led the way with that for 41 yards and a rushing touchdown. He's also gone 17 for 23, 154 passing yards with 2 passing touchdowns. Jennings and Murphy, the 2 wideouts that's led the way. Both have 6 receptions. Jennings 2 more yards than Murphy does with 46. Murphy right behind him with 44. All could change in one play, but Murphy has a touchdown. Total yards, 244 for Paradise, as Ponder just has 3 touchdowns and an equal amount of turnovers. Couple interceptions and a fumble for the Lions, as Sweden for Ponder just is 5 for 13, 35 yards, and 2 interceptions. Back to the field as we're ready to play some football. Jamie Chavez will boot it away. Ball on the tee. There it goes into the air, spiraling over and caught at the 10-yard line. It'll be Chavez for Ponder. He'll take it out to the 30. Got a big gap up towards the 40. Down to the 45 before finally brought down at midfield. That was a great return and a good start to the second half for the Ponder Lions. Parker Chavez, 5'11", 160, the sophomore, took that one out on the hash lines of the near sideline and brought it all the way to the 50-yard line, about a 40-yard return, and that's how the Lions start the second half. 21-3, 11-48. We'll take a quick second, go to our crowd mic. Pretty good setup we got over here in the press box.
Said it wasn't fun. Panthers, personal foul, brings the ball back out to the. What was the call? Against the face.
Not sure if you heard that or not, but it was a hands to the face on Paradise that will move the ball to the 35-yard line. How about this luxury for the Ponder Lions to start their second half? Haven't even ran one play there at the 35. They'll give it to Allred, who's got a big room, and he's going to go all the way to the end zone. 10-5, touchdown. Nobody in front of him and nobody behind him. One play, 35 yards. Caden Aldred. He was workshopped in a lot in the first half, and on the first play of the second half goes 35 yards for a house call for Ponder. And in 20 seconds, they've put 6 points off. They've doubled their score from the first half. How about that? A 40-yard return, a hands to the face, and then a 35-yard rushing touchdown for Caden Allred. Golden Antle, the extra point. Snap spot, kick is up, and it is good, and it's 21-10. That's about as fast of a start as you can possibly have to open up the second half. 20 seconds, one play, 35 yards. Caden Allred broke off right up the middle of the gut of the Paradise defense and ripped off a 35-yard touchdown drive. That's about all the yards they had in the first half. They had 45 rushing yards. That one was 35. They've already broken into that number. 11:40 left in the third quarter, a 20-second touchdown score. It all started with Suarez, Parker Chavez, who returned the kickoff at the 10-yard line, brought it all the way to the 50, a hands to the face on Paradise, put the ball at the 35, and then took it to the end zone. A quick hitter. There's no doubt about that. Paradise will put the ball on the tee at the 40. 21-10 now. Almost felt like that didn't even happen. It was so quick.
Ponder's coach gave him a good talking to. He was like, "No, you definitely got to go back. Got to go back out there as soon as we go in. Just hit him straight on. Hit him straight out the gate, and maybe we'll have a chance going in."
A boots kick, and it will be caught and slid down at the 45-yard line, trying to throw Paradise off guard, but a great awareness play by Aiden Brattain, the free safety for Paradise. He'll catch it and slide down. It was Ponder who tried to catch Paradise lacking, but too aware was the safety Brattain. An experienced senior is Aiden Brattain, and caught that one and slid down on a knee, and that's where Paradise will start off their drive. Ball will be spotted at the 44-yard line. It was really just a pooch kick. So Aiden Alalde, holder of 3 touchdowns in the first half, will put Paradise back out on the field at the 44. Play fake, goes near sideline. Elijah Jennings to the 50, 45-40, 35-30 before knocked out of bounds. A quick hitter play, and Paradise responds right back to Ponder with a big play of their own. Screen play to Elijah Jennings, 46 yards in the first half, and he just put up 20 on top of that one. All the way up to the 29-yard line is Paradise. One play and a big gain of about 25. In motion again goes Jennings. They'll hand it off to Harmon. Up the middle, cutting it back towards the right hash marks, and he'll go tumbling down and pick up about 4 yards. And putting Ponder back on their tracks on defense. Well, he talked about how the last 4 minutes of the first half was slow. Brody, this is quite the opposite. Harmon to the right of Alalde. He'll give a jet sweep to Jennings, and he's going to try to evade some blockers before being backtracked back to about the 27-yard line. And they'll bring up third down. See what they do here? They'll put pretty much trips receivers to the left sideline. Watch out for Clayton and Jennings. They're going to go the other way. And it is Murphy who is in for the touchdown for Paradise. How about that play? Paradise strikes right back for Ponder. The lights are flashing on and off. The new system, they love it, and they love that play. It is 28-10 now. Two quick scoring drives, unbelievable. It felt like the Flash just came onto the field with Sawyer Murphy, his second receiving touchdown of the game, as the snap spot and the extra point is through. How about that for Paradise? Sawyer Murphy, the sophomore, with two great receiving touchdowns. A post route on the near sideline. Alolde took no other look, looked right to his sophomore and fired a bullet over to number 11, hit him right in the numbers, and brought it into the end zone for the score. Two quick plays, and it's been about 2 minutes in the second half.
Yeah, Thomas, this is very different than what we were seeing at the end of the first half. Like we were saying, those last 4 minutes, it seemed like it took up almost more than the entire rest of it. But Ponder came out the gate swinging. They immediately ran down the field. They got it in and out. Like you said, we're not even 2 minutes in, and Ponder's already got one in. Paradise has already got one in. So
unbelievable flash of lightning. Deja vu between those two drives.
So we'll see. Both their coaches probably like Tommy Cook was probably like, okay, let's keep it going, guys. We got some good momentum. Ponder's coach probably like, guys, go out there, try and hit it straight out the gate, try and come back. So we definitely have some momentum going into it. I'm excited to see where the rest of this half is going to lead us.
It all started with Elijah Jennings, who had about a 25-yard reception, run and catch. Great yak yards after that reception. And then Alolde handed it off to Harmon and then fired a bullet to Sawyer Murphy to put 6 up back on the board. Chavez would make it 7 as he's ready to boot it away back to the Lions. It feels like we're just watching what happened at a half. Another squib. We saw one in the first half. This one is going to give Ponder some troubles. It's going to back him up to the 15 before sliding on it. How about that special teams play? Chavez just a little bit of a boot. It squirmed all around the field of Lions. Backed him up to the 15-yard line, and that's where Paradise fell on it, and that's where the ball will be spotted for Ponder in their second drive of the second half. 8:52 at local time. And we'd like to thank you for listening to Paradise Football on NTX Varsity Sports, brought to you by Barefoot Pools and the Barefoot Pools broadcasting table. First and 10, this time from the 15-yard line, a difference of about 60 yards. Last time they had it on their own, on Paradise's 35-yard line. They're heading it off to Allred, and he is swallowed up and going nowhere. A pack of Panthers come in and knock him back at the line of scrimmage if he got back there. A little bit of a different result and different look from last drive. The first play, Allred took it 35 yards to the house. That play, he might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage. 80 rushing yards for Allred. They're going to go back to the well, up the middle, and this time it's Winfield. And he will get close to the line to pick up a first down, a pickup of about 8. It'll be third down. Called a long 3. Lander took him down, which is going to make Ponder really think about this one. 3rd and 3. Clock ticking, 9:21 in the third. Hard count from Sweden, trying to get Paradise to jump off sides. Now waiting. 8 seconds on the play clock. 5 seconds, and now they'll get it off. Pressure in his face, and he goes down. Ball's out, and Ponder will hop back on the football. Holy cow, he came flying in. That was Camden Walker. How about the defensive performance he's had? A strip sack that Ponder put back on the football, but an interception earlier in the first half. My goodness. He came in like a true Panther. he gave Sweden a hard knock, rattled the ball out as he was trying to get rid of it, but too late before the flying linebacker and defensive back Camden Walker came flying in. A blitz from his corner position caught him way off guard, and they'll punt it away. At the 50-yard line, Elijah Jennings. All thanks to a great squib kick from Jamie Chavez. They've done nothing with it. This could set up Paradise in a great position for their second offensive drive of the half. Going to his right, he's going to step up, he's going to run it. It's a trick play, and they're going to go for it on 4th down, and they'll pick up the first down. Number 3, Blaine Schultz. On the fake punt, took it himself, called his own number, and ran up the middle. We kind of saw a hint of that back in the first half, but eventually Schultz would kick it away, but that time he tucked it and ran up the middle for a gain of about 20. The ball's up towards the 32-yard line, we'll call it, and a fresh set of downs for Ponder. Now Paradise has to regroup. High snap, and the ball is out of his hand. Loose ball, who's got it? Ponder looks like they fell on it. Another chance for a fumble recovery for Paradise, but I think Ponder is going to get back on it. Paradise and their coaches say they have the football. We'll see what the call is. Flag goes flying up in the air. Still no call yet. Personal foul was called. Personal foul will be called on the Lions. That'll back them up. They regain possession of the football, but that's the second time this drive that Ponder has had troubles controlling the football in the backfield. The first time it was Sweden who let go of the football after a flying hit from Camden Walker off a corner blitz. That time it was just a bad snap and handoff. Maybe Sweden wasn't ready. But the personal foul will back them up a good amount, and they're going way back.
Yeah, it looks like they're sitting at about 1st and 20.
Ball is spotted at the 16. They got to get up to the 42, so it's 1st and a mile. High snap controls it down. Sweden will try to evade blockers as he was going to be torn out of bounds, still on his feet, now getting brought up, surrounded by black and green jerseys. Out of bounds at the 5-yard line, so they'll lose a little more. Partner, it feels like they've got 2nd and forever. They get 3rd and forever. 3rd and 37. Chavez to Sweden's right. They'll give it to him. Runs up the middle and hits a sea of Panthers at the defensive line. Nothing to do. Hit Norman, Gonzalez, Dylan Miller, and he stopped him at the line of scrimmage, and that'll bring up 4th down. A personal foul that knocked him way back. They had him on 4th down already. It was Blaine Schultz who took a punter-keeper, you can call it, for a gain of about 20. That picked up a 1st down. Now they've been knocked back all the way to about the 6-yard line. It'll be 4th down. Now they got to boot it away. It's like we just saw this. Elijah Jennings will stand at the 50. And now they'll boot it away. A low kick, it's going to hit, and Jennings will play it on a bounce at the 45 to the 40, going to the 35 to the near sideline to the 30. He's got blockers in front of him, going to cut it back before wrestled out of bounds, and that'll be at the 24-yard line. So a good return off Elijah Jennings. That ball could have taken any kind of a bounce, but it hit and spiked up into the hands of Elijah Jennings, and he took about a 30-yard return up to the 24-yard line, and that's where Paradise will start their drive with 7:10 left. 28-10 the score here. Both teams have struck really quickly out of the halftime break. It was a 35-yard rushing touchdown from Caden Allard, followed up by a bullet from Aiden Alalde to Sawyer Murphy. That was Murphy's 2nd receiving touchdown of the day. At 44 yards going into half, he's upwards to about 60 now. Alalde in an empty backfield. Got 5 wide. How about this look? Ololde, quick fire to the far sideline. It's Camden Walker who's going to be spinning out of tackles to the 10-yard line before being wrestled down. A great gain and a great pickup of about 15 yards and a first down. Ball will be spotted right at the 10-yard line. It'll be goal to go. Harmon to Ololde's left. Camden Walker in motion to the far sideline. They'll throw it over the middle of the field. Big hit, but it's caught. He'll get up to the 5-yard line, a quick slant. He was looking for Bridgman. He found him before being rocked by the linebacker of Ponder. And the ball is spotted at the 3-yard line. A world of options for Paradise. Jennings in motion. 2nd and goal from the 3. Ololde waits on it. Jennings back in motion to the near sideline. They're going to give it to Harmon. Up the middle and into the end zone. Touchdown, Paradise. 2nd touchdown for Chase Harmon. This time it's on the ground. Panthers trying to run away with it. 34-10 now. 2nd touchdown of the half. And the offense is cooking for the Panthers. Snap kick, and it is away and true. Chavez knocks another one through. He's 5 for 5 for his extra points. It's 35-10.
While we wait for the return, we want to bring you a couple other district scores from other games that are happening across North Texas tonight. We got the Aledo Bearcats versus North Crowley. It is Aledo 0, North Crowley 26. And then another header that we got going on is Peaster versus Pilot Point. Pilot Point is 21, Peaster at 7. These are halftime scores. Right now, coming into the season, Peaster was ranked number 1 heading into this season. And Peaster should actually be a really unfortunately familiar name to the Paradise Panthers. Towards the end of regular season last season, they beat out Peaster in regular season, and then when it went into the post, Paradise almost inched them out in a postseason game, but Peaster managed to barely, when it came down to the wire at the end of the 4th quarter, got over them, and they beat them right at the very last second. So very unfortunately familiar name to Paradise Panther fans, but they're sitting right now. They are down 7-21 to Pilot Point. So we'll bring you those scores once we get them, if they are up by the time this game is over.
Aledo has a great welcome to 6A moment. They're down 26-0. The kickoff will go to Ponder as he'll get up to about the 30-yard line. But Aledo wasn't expecting that this Friday night. Change of story compared to them over in Paradise, where the Panthers taking control of this one in their senior night, 35-10. Faced Ponder last year. They faced them 13 times over the last 15 years. They were district foes. They're not anymore. Ponder with a long, slow, backwards drive last time. They got it to 4th down twice. They punted once. The other time it looked like they were going to punt it. But Blaine Schultz tucked it and ran for a first down. Cooper Sweden, the senior quarterback, will send his tight end and receiver in motion to his other side. They're going to hand it off to Allred, who's going to bounce to the left side and now bounding up towards and past the 40-yard line before Cody Bridgman with Elijah Jennings is there to bring him down. They'll pick up a first down. They'll move the chains, a fresh set of downs for Ponder. Ball will be spotted at the 42-yard line. Krzyzak, the receiver for Ponder, towards the near sideline. He's by himself. They'll give it to Allred once again. Deja vu as he'll go up towards the line of scrimmage. And a good block and fill the hole was Victor Gonzalez. junior defensive lineman filled a gap that Aldred ran headfirst into and picks up a yard, 2nd and 9. 35-10, Paradise leads. 5:09 left in the third. Paradise sends 4. They'll hand it off to, that will be Winfield. Kind of a split carry between him and Allred. He's going to go nowhere. Great defensive effort again from Paradise. They've been suffocating the run. Other than the one breakaway that Allred had right at the start, it was the very first play out of second half. They have nailed down the run. That's a tough defensive line to get through. You got Aversu there. You got Gonzalez there. You got Miller there. Tough to get through if you're Ponder. Fake clap and a hard count from Ponder, and now they'll snap it, and whistle's blown, and the play is dead. Laundry way back on the field. That's at about the, call it the 33-yard line. Way back in the secondary.
While we wait to see what the referees say about this last play, we just want to bring you the scores from our other broadcast, the Boyd Yellow Jackets football broadcast. Boyd is currently sitting at 20 points. They just got another touchdown. They are facing the Toller Rattlers. They are currently up by 26, so it is Toller 26, the Boyd Yellow Jackets 20. So we will see what happens, and we'll keep bringing you those scores as we have them update.
You got a week 1 dogfight about 12 miles away from us over there, as you said, Boyd. Down 20-26 in their season opener against Toller. Boyd is home, and the Ponder Lions will back it up. We said there was Laundry out on the field, way out on the secondary, and it'll go against Ponder. They're back up about 10 yards. Now they got 3rd and a long shot. Spotted at the 29. They got to get to the 48 of Paradise to pick up a fresh set of downs. 3rd in the size of Texas. Sweden's going to air it out, and the pass is intercepted. Another pick, 3rd of the day. This time it was Cooper Romans and Sawyer Murphy over there. Murphy came in, picked it off. It was a mallard spiraling ball out of the hands of Cooper Sweden. And that one fell right into the palms of Sawyer Murphy. What a day he's having.
Thomas, on that last play, actually, that wasn't called by the referee, but we saw it up here in the press box. There was actually a false start on
100%.
On Ponder, but luckily, I mean, Paradise was able to intercept it, but we'll see. Oh, yeah, it looks like they're going to go with it, and Paradise is going to pick it up for a first down. It looks like they're at about the 47-yard line.
It's fun to be good. It's also fun to be lucky. 4:14 left in the third quarter. Paradise back out on the football field. They've put 2 into the end zone. Alolde found Sawyer Murphy for his 2nd touchdown. That was the first score of the half. Then it was Chase Harmon who broke off a 3-yard run on a 2nd and goal situation to put it into the end zone. Referees huddle around the ball before getting it snapped off, just as they've done about 10,000 times tonight.
It looks like the referees are actually huddled together on the field. It looks like they're trying to decide what they're going to do here. It looks like they might be, I'm not entirely sure what they're going to do, but it looks like they're probably reviewing that last play that they didn't call.
It was a false start, no doubt about that.
100%.
Head coach, athletic director Tommy Cook is out talking with the referees, trying to get a mindset of where everything at. The coaches for Paradise are all in the same uniform. They've got a white polo shirt, black caps with black bottoms and white Nike shoes. Except Coach Rowell, he's in a green shirt. It's the Coach Rowell special, I'm getting word.
It's interesting, Thomas. We're still seeing the referees on Ponder side of the field. They're still deliberating on what their rule is exactly going to be. The referees on Paradise's side got done talking with Tommy Cook. Seems like they went over on that side. We've been sitting here for about a minute and a half now. They're just still deliberating.
We had this kind of trend back in the first half. We'd had a couple plays where they just discuss and discuss and discuss. It feel like we'd wait on a verdict forever, and we're waiting on one here now.
Yeah, we can hear there's some disgruntled parents down below us on the Paradise side trying to say, like, no, Paradise caught it, they intercepted it, like, let's get this game going. And we're already we're about at 9:10 p.m. now. The game started about 2 hours ago. So they're probably getting a little antsy. They believe that the Panthers got that fair and square because the referees didn't call it. So we'll see what happens. They're still just standing there deliberating.
Probably wouldn't be a great time to go out to our crowd mic. We've picked up some
probably
choice words I've heard down there from parents.
Yeah, I can hear some disgruntled dads right below us. They're all talking. Different Paradise families that are just getting together. They are not happy about this waiting.
All right, we're about to be ready to play ball. The referees have broke out from their meeting. The crew chief stands behind Aiden Alolde.
And the Panthers, they're going to keep it for their first down.
And now more whistles. And we're ready to play ball.
It'll be
bumping the play clock back to 25 seconds. We're at 20 seconds and counting. First down, finally we're playing ball. Alolde is going to step up in the pocket. He's going to call his own number, slide to the 40-yard line, and a pickup of 7. Nice play there from Aiden Alolde. Faked like he was dropping back to throw it, tucked it under his right arm, and moved wheel over wheel to pick up 7 yards. He probably dropped back 4 yards into the backfield. So it'll be second and short. They'll call the spot where he slid back to the 41-yard line. 2nd and 5. Quick hitter incomplete. Hit the dirt before meeting the hands of Elijah Jennings. They went that way. It was about a 7-yard comeback route from Jennings. Alolde put it right on him as he turned the ground, but a little too low and left. Skips off the turf. It's third. Jennings will come to the near sideline. Harmon to the left of Alolde. What is their offensive coordinator cooked up here? Alolde will hand it off to Harmon, who goes up to the right side to the hash marks, breaking tackles, fighting to try to get a first down, and I think he's got it. He's up to the 35-yard line. It'll be close on the spot of the ball, but I think he's got it in the chains move. It's a first down, Panthers. Methodical football for Paradise. Jennings in motion again. It's a jet sweep and a handoff to him. He'll get to the 35-yard line to the 30. Trying to break tackles. He moves. What a juke move. And he's knocked out of bounds at the 15. Holy smokes. An athlete is Elijah Jennings. How about that pickup on a jet sweep handoff? They've run it a couple times so far today. It's worked just about every time, and that one no different. 1st and 10, Paradise. Moving quickly there at the 15-yard line. Jennings in motion again, right to left. Alolde fires over the middle of the field, and touchdown. It's Levi Clayton. First time Clayton's getting a little bit of work in this football game, and it's a touchdown for Paradise, 15 yards on a quick hitting slant. Tack on 6 more. 41-10 now. Brody, this offense is cooking in the second half. Chavez trying to go 6 for 6 on his day. Offsides is Ponder. The flag will throw. The kick is good. They'll probably just decline this penalty, allow the PAT to stand, and make this 42-10. Ponder and Paradise come off the field. We'll take a quick break from one of our words. You're listening to Paradise Football on NTX Sports.
Barefoot Pools is proud to be the title sponsor of Paradise Panther football on NTX Varsity Sports this season. Led by Curtis Buckner and Charlie Johnson, Barefoot Pools is your local expert in custom swimming pools and outdoor living, specializing in in-ground pool construction, remodeling, repairs, equipment upgrades, and ongoing maintenance. Proudly serving Wise County and surrounding areas, Barefoot Pools is known for quality craftsmanship, clear communication, and bringing backyard visions to life. It's the Barefoot Pools Panther broadcast on NTX Varsity Sports.
Hi, I'm Mayor Blumensaw, and it's an honor to represent the City of Paradise. We're proud to support Paradise High School athletics, all our Panther athletes, cheerleaders, and band. Our students work hard, they compete with heart, and they represent our community everywhere they go. As a city, we believe in supporting our students, our schools, and the future of Paradise. We're proud to be a part of their journey and to cheer them on every step of the way. Good luck this season, Panthers. The city is behind you the whole ride. Go Panthers!
Welcome back to the NTX Varsity Sports Paradise Panthers football broadcast. We are broadcasting to you live from the Barefoot Pools broadcasting table. We just want to give a big thank you to them. Without them, this wouldn't be possible. And also another huge thank you to the city of Paradise as a whole. You guys, without your support, without this hometown love, not only would the Panthers not be able to play as good, but we wouldn't be able to bring you our broadcast tonight. Thomas, back over to you.
Always a big thank you to our sponsors who allow us to put us on, and a thank you to Parker Burrows, our manager, who lets us put this on. It was a squib kick from Jamie Chavez. It was taken by Hayden Kay, the junior wide receiver and linebacker for Ponder, and he took it about the 30-yard line, advanced it 15 to the 45. And that's where Ponder will get set and due to play some football. Down 42-10. It was 21-3 at halftime. Paradise have scored 3 touchdowns in 9 minutes. That was weird. And he got the left guard just fell backwards on his back before the snap was even taken. That's going to knock them back 5 yards. But I haven't seen that in a long, long time.
I don't think I've ever seen that from any team I've ever watched.
Let's just go ever. I've never seen that.
Yeah, let's just go ever. I've never seen that.
A full moon above the Ponder fans as it's a handoff to the right side with Case Winfield. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. He might get one. That defensive line from Paradise has been suffocating tonight. They've really tried to work in the run game. It's worked a couple times with Caden Elred. Case Winfield has had less success, as that time he picks up just about one.
That's something we've seen a lot, not just from the Panthers football team, but across Paradise Panthers athletics as a whole. Sometimes it's a little bit of a slow start, but it's steady, and then just out of nowhere, they just start hitting, and they just come out of nowhere. They just got to build momentum up. We've seen it across baseball. We've seen it across basketball. All their teams do this.
A screen pass to the far sideline, back to the original line of scrimmage before getting wrestled down. It's Aiden Britton, the defensive back and senior. Came up, played his man, brought him down, and now it's going to be 3rd and 9. They got back past the original line of scrimmage. After the false start, the offensive lineman rolled over on his back like an armadillo. 3rd and 9. Sweden loves his hard count. Hasn't worked yet. He's going to fire over the middle of the field, and he wasn't looking. Going towards the big fella, Anthony Morin. Gave it right behind him. It was Clark, excuse me. Cannon Clark, 6'3", 245. We mentioned him in the first half. The senior tight end. And that'll be 4th down. Desperation time for Ponder if they want to get back in this football game.
We'll see if they bring it back to one of their previous plays and see if they try and run it. If they try and run it the 10 yards in and try and get it first.
Well, if they don't, Camden Walker, the junior, is back about the 29-yard line to receive the punt. And Schultz will boot it away. A high kick is going to land and spiral. It's a Paradise bounce before 73, Shane Brown, the senior offensive lineman, came to put a stop on that one. And if he didn't, it probably would have picked up 5 more yards in favor of Paradise. But they'll start their drive at the 35-yard line. 42-10, 1:33 left in the third quarter, and what an entertaining third quarter it has been. 4 touchdowns on the board and on the score sheet. Ponder scored on the first play out of half. About a 40-yard kick return and then a personal foul. And that one, after the personal foul, gave Ponder the football at Paradise's 35-yard line. And then Caden already ran it in from there on the first play. Since then, it's been all Paradise. 21 unanswered points. That puts us at 42-10 where we are. Third quarter, both teams has all of their timeouts. 1:33 to go. Ball spotted at the 35. Paradise running out on the field, getting ready to do ball. Stacked receivers on the near sideline for Paradise. And they'll hand it off to Harmon, who goes up the middle, now trying to cut it back. And he'll pick up just about 2 yards. Ran about 10 to pick up 2. Started on an inside zone type of run to the left sideline and the left guard and left tackle, but then cut it up when a hole was there. Went over to the near sideline and just picked up about 1 yard. So 2nd and 9. Empty backfield for Aiden Alolde. Drops back, and he's going to fire a quick hitter towards the sideline, broken up and incomplete. A big hit over there for Ponder. They went after Sawyer Murphy, but it was Lorenzo Lawson, the true freshman, and a freshman, 5'9", 165 cornerback, who came in and delivered a blow to break that one up, incomplete. Murphy had it in his hands, and after the hit, he couldn't hold on to it. 3rd and 9. Clock stopped at 54 seconds. Alolde's going to look to throw. Pump fake, and now throws to the far sideline, and it's dropped. Had Levi Clayton. Receiver who scored on the last drive, had it wide open. He was going to be short of first down yardage. Had it in his hands, but couldn't reel it in. It will be 4th and 9. Stalled drive to this point. See what Paradise does. Looks like they're going to go for it. 4th and 9 from their own 36. And now Alolde is going to back up and send a punt towards the near sideline, and that one will land out of bounds. We'll see where the referee will spot this one. It looks like it will be on the 37-yard line, and that's where Ponder will start their drive. All right, we'll take a quick break, and we'll hear from one of our sponsors. You're listening to Paradise Football, NTX Varsity Sports.
Tonight's Paradise Panthers scoreboard is brought to you by James Wood Motors, proudly serving Wise County and North Texas for generations. Family owned and operated, James Wood Motors offers new Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, and Hyundai vehicles, along with a wide selection of quality pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. From sales and financing to service parts and collision repair, their team is ready to keep you moving. James Wood Motors is proud to support Paradise ISD and Paradise Athletics all year long.
NTX Varsity Sports Paradise Panthers football broadcast. We are broadcasting to you live from the Barefoot Pools broadcast table. Shout out to them. Without them, none of this would be possible. Thomas?
They went back to the well with the big fella. Cannon Clark, the tight end, on just a quick screen from Cooper Sweden. He'll pick up a first down. That's just their 5th first down of the game. Trying to spot the ball, see if he did pick up first down yardage. It's right at the 48-yard line where the chain sits. And they're going to call it a first down. The chains move. Got right to the spot, but that's all that Clark needed. The 6'3" senior. And a flag on the play will advance Ponder a little ways. And unsportsmanlike on Paradise will advance Ponder 15. To the 37. In motion goes Leedy. They'll hand it off to Allred to the right side on the right hash before getting swallowed up. Nikos Avusu there to clog up the lane.
We're getting some more live scores right now. 12 miles from here, our Boyd Yellow Jackets football broadcast. Boyd just got another touchdown. They missed the 2-point conversion, but now the Toller Rattlers and the Boyd Yellow Jackets are tied 26-26. So we will see how this game plays out. Wishing all the best of luck to our broadcast team over there.
The Yellow Jackets are in a battle in week 1. Welcome to the season. It's a different story over here in Paradise, Texas. 42-10 is the score. We'll go to the fourth quarter. We'll take a quick break, hear from our sponsors. You're listening to Paradise Football on NTX Varsity Sports.
Barefoot Pools is proud to be the title sponsor of Paradise Panther football on NTX Varsity Sports this season. Led by Curtis Buckner and Charlie Johnson, Barefoot Pools is your local expert in custom swimming pools and outdoor living, specializing in in-ground pool construction, remodeling, repairs, equipment upgrades, and ongoing maintenance. Proudly serving Wise County and surrounding areas, Barefoot Pools is known for quality craftsmanship, clear communication, and bringing backyard visions to life. It's the Barefoot Pools Panther broadcast on NTX Varsity Sports.
Paradise Football, NTX Varsity Sports. We thank you for joining us wherever you may be. For Parker Burrows, Brody Gates, I'm Thomas Brown with the call for Paradise Football. 42-10 as we start off the fourth quarter. About 2.5 hours into this Friday Night Lights game. Friday, August 28th, 9:25 the local time. We switch fields as we always do. Ponder will start at it from the 36-yard line. Sweden will give it off in a big stiff arm, and down goes Clark at the 30-yard line on second down. He'll pick up about 6. Britton was there to make the tackle. He's been used a lot as a defensive back, and he's had a great game. He's had a great game. Sawyer Murphy's had a great game. 2 touchdowns and an interception for the sophomore Murphy. 2 receivers to the near sideline for Ponder. They snap it on the left hash. Getting control of the snap took a minute, but now Sweden's going to run it up the middle, trying to avoid blockers, and he'll be wrestled down to the 27-yard line. Britton was waiting for him, and then finally brought him down. A spiral tackle as Sweden will get to the 27, 1st and 10. Braden Miller was there as well. 1st and 10, handed off to Allred, cutting it back up to the right side around, splitting now the hashes as he'll go bounding into red zone territory up to the 16-yard line, and they keep hitting that well with Caden Allred. A full moon on a Friday night. It was red, blood orange, and now it's back to its proper white. 10:15 left in the ball game. Sweden on a screen to left sideline and in and out of the hands of Riley Harrison. Had him wide open, had a couple blockers, but couldn't haul it in. That brings up a 3rd down. Oh, 3rd and about 4. We'll try it again. I'm going to hold him to a field goal. The last field goal was from a similar spot. It was a 34-yarder. A fake a handoff and throws over the middle of the field. It's caught, running over tacklers and diving into the end zone. And they're waiting for the call. It was Cannon Clark. Still no call, but I think he's going to be short. They haven't lifted their hands up yet. The referees will meet where the spot of the ball is. And again, more discussion. It looked like he got in. They gave it to Cannon Clark on kind of a tight end wheel route. It broke towards the middle of the field when they hit him, and they'll call him in. Touchdown, Ponder. That'll make it 42-16. Second touchdown of the half for Ponder, just the second of the game. Colton Annell will come out to boot his second PAT. He knocked through the first one and the field goal. Snap spot, kick is up, and it is through and true. That one was a skyscraper of a PAT. A couple other ones that he had were low liners that knocked it through. That one almost reached the top of the goalpost. Don't see that a whole lot in high school. That was a nice kick. All right, let's take a quick break. Paradise Panthers Stadium, NTX Varsity Sports. You're listening to Paradise Football.
10 Point Ready Mix is proud to support Paradise Panther football on NTX Varsity Sports. Based in Bridgeport, 10 Point Ready Mix provides high-quality ready mix concrete for residential and commercial projects across Wise and surrounding counties. With a focus on dependable service and getting concrete where it needs to be on time, 10 Point Ready Mix is ready to help keep your next project moving. From the first pour to the final finish, build it strong with 10 Point Ready Mix, a proud sponsor of Paradise Panther football broadcast.
Lowry Metals is proud to support Paradise Panther football on NTX Varsity Sports. Family owned and operated since 1969, Lowry Metals has built its reputation on quality products, fair prices, and dependable service. From metal building supplies and structural steel to culverts, fencing materials, custom sheet iron, and more, they have what builders, ranchers, and businesses need to get the job done right. With locations in Paradise and Decatur, build with confidence and choose Lowry Metals, a proud supporter of the Paradise Panthers.
10:05 left in senior night, 42-17. Ponders got some tricking going on. They've done it just about every time they've kicked it away, but then they back off. It fools a lot of people. Josh Hickman boots it away for Ponder. He's different from the place kicker, as Paradise will catch it about the 35 and get about 3 yards of a return up to the 38-yard line. So now time for the Ponder Paradise offense to go out on the field, kill some clock. You got 9:57 left in a 42-17 ball game. Our other stream over in Boyd, I heard a little while ago, 26-26. They're in a real tight dogfight in their season opener. Paradise and Boyd will play here in the near future. That's October 23rd. It's always a fun rivalry matchup you can look forward to. It's not until the later parts of October, though. Paradise trying to close out another win on Ponder. This would make them 12-12 their last 14 times they've gone up against each other. Jet sweep now, and it's Braden Miller who will get to about the 45-yard line after picking up about 4. Came all the way across. We haven't seen that out of Braden Miller and Joe Cook, the offensive coordinator for Paradise yet. So a new look late in the fourth quarter. Running the ball, trying to kill some clock. Get out of here with a win. They started off their season last year. They barely got through their opponent. They beat them 71-0. Alolde will hand it off back to Braden Miller. That one was blown dead. And Paradise will back up. Cole Crothers, the junior quarterback, is in to finish up this ball game. Alolde finished. What a game he had. Couple throwing touchdowns, a rushing touchdown, did it all. First team all-district last year and picked up right where he left off. And another false start. Back-to-back false start for the Panthers. That'll set them back 5 more. Well, the original line of scrimmage is the 41-yard line. And now they're back to the 34. Got to get to Ponders 49 for a first down. Second and a ways. Call it 17. Crothers will hand it off to Staley as he'll go towards the numbers on the far sideline. Got out to about the 35, 34-yard line before getting brought down by Ponder. Ponder still got their starters in. Third down for Paradise. They've knocked off about a minute of play, 8:24, as the clock has stopped. Third and long. Eight yards to get back to the original line of scrimmage. A substitution, and into the game comes Maddox Irwin, senior wide receiver. Irwin will come to the near sideline. He's along with Scott Stiffbauer. It'll be Crothers who will call his own number. Ball comes out, a dogfight on it. Ponder thinks they have it. They're convinced that they do. All signs point to Ponder football. And it is. Crothers on a QB keeper. He kept it and ran to the far sideline. It got punched out before a Ponder jumped on it. And now it'll be Ponder 1st and 10 from the 33. Trying to put points on the board. Make the damage look a little worse. And whistles come in again. Timeout, Paradise. Aaron Waltersheed and his defense will talk things over with 7:51 left in the ball game. We'll take a quick break. Hear from one of our sponsors. Stay with us. Paradise Football on NTX Varsity Sports.
Tonight's Paradise Panthers scoreboard is brought to you by James Wood Motors, proudly serving Wise County and North Texas for generations. Family owned and operated, James Wood Motors offers new Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, and Hyundai vehicles, along with a wide selection of quality pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. From sales and financing to service parts and collision repair, their team is ready to keep you moving. James Wood Motors is proud to support Paradise ISD and Paradise Athletics all year long.
Deep down the field, the biggest pass attempts we've seen from really either side, incomplete and over the head of Parker Chavez. Brings up 2nd and 10. That was a good effort by Ponder. A bootleg, stepped up in the pocket, was Cooper Sweden, threw a deep kind of balloon ball out to Parker Chavez, but over his head, incomplete. Sweden will take it, run to the left side before getting chop blocked and brought down. The first person there was Drew Staley. Junior linebacker read that one great. Third and 7 for the Lions. 7:18 and counting left in the ball game. Senior night in Paradise, Texas. Sweden will roll to the right side once again. Pump fake, gets a block, and now he's going to step up and run, trying to avoid tacklers. The first one there was Dylan Duran, and forced out of bounds. But before he could be worked out of bounds, Cooper Sweden will pick up first down yardage. About an inch away from red zone territory. First set of downs for the Lions. He's going to hand it off after a long wait to Hayden Kay, who goes to the left side evading blockers. Gets to the first down marker, but pushed out of bounds. I think he's just going to be a yard short of it. Hayden Kay, I've called his name a couple times. He's been worked in. It's kind of a running back receiver. He's offset to the right side of Sweden, but gets worked in with kind of a jet sweep type of play. And that time he'll pick up 9. 2nd and inches. K to the right side of Cooper Sweden. Now moves to his left. Sweden a couple claps, and now he'll hand it off back to K. Going up the middle, and before he's brought down by a sea of Paradise Panthers, thinks he's going to pick up the first down. He'll be just short, they'll call it. Be 3rd and inches once more. What a beautiful night, Brody, out here in Paradise, Texas. Happy to give you the first call of the Panthers' new season and the 2026-27 campaign.
Yeah, Thomas, the temperature's very much cooled down. Well, I say cooled down. It's North Texas in the summer. We're still sitting at about 90 degrees, so a lot better.
It's about 98 when the game started. High snap, brings it down Sweden. A screen to the right side, wide open into the end zone. Touchdown. It is the Ponder Lions who strike back, and it's Cannon Clark for his 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. And on back-to-back drives, Sweden looks his way, and he punches it into the end zone. 23-42. 5:56 left in the ball game. Another passing touchdown for Cooper Sweden. This time again back to Cannon Clark, 6'3", 245, senior tight end. Friday, August 28th. Cooper Sweden and his Lions will try to go for 2. Got a running back and 2 receivers. And a quick throw to the outside, and that will be caught, and he's in for the 2-point conversions. Morgan Story. The whip route for Story. Got to the outside. He was about at the A of the word Panthers in the end zone before he just waltzed in, untouched, unfazed for 2 points, and it's now 25-42. Paradise has the lead. 5:56 still to go. Talk about Aiden Alode for a second. 31 attempts, north of 240 yards, threw for 4 touchdowns, had one with his legs as well. It was a great day for the former first-team All-District last year, backing up a performance that went him 2,768 yards, 31 interceptions to 13 interceptions, and he's going to start his campaign with north of 240 yards, 4 touchdowns, and no interceptions. That's always a key category for me. I have key categories for certain sports, and that's one of them for football. I want to keep possession of the football as much as possible. 5:56 left at Panther Stadium. Senior night and the senior and season opener.
We have an update from our Boyd football broadcast. Boyd has now taken the lead. Boyd is leading the Toller Rattlers 32-26.
The Yellow Jackets take on the Rattlers, and it sounds like they've taken the lead in what's been a dogfight over there.
With 8 minutes to go in the 4th.
Booting it away is Ponder. Harmon's going to grab it. He's got to go towards the 15 to the 20, avoiding blockers, and he's going to get north of the 20-yard line, just shy of the 25, knocked down at the 23. He fielded the squib on a bounce, took a while to combobulate himself before going for about 15 yards. See who comes out on the field for Paradise. It was Cole Crathers and his squad that came out on the field last time out. Was it Cole Crathers?
Update again from Boyd. They got the field goal, so now Boyd leads Toller 33-26, and Boyd has gotten 18 points in the second half with Toller 0.
It's a good run. That's going to win you some ball games. Carruthers is going to hand it off. Drew Staley is going to be brought back to the line of scrimmage, if not going to lose a yard. Trying to kill the clock, pick up a couple first downs, and see Ponder back to Ponder, Texas, about 34.5 miles away. the Lions and their defensive line waiting for a play to be called. They've been brought down to one knee and patience for Paradise to get lined up as they do. 2 receivers to the far sideline, 1 to the near sideline. Carruthers is going to hand it off. Here's Staley again. Staley with a good gain. Out to the right side, out to the 30-yard line. A flag comes flying in. I'll give the ref credit. That was a good toss. He got about 10 yards on that. Let's see what the call is. Carruthers gave it to Staley. Braden Miller with a blocking in the back. That'll be the call on Paradise. Referees trying to talk it over as they've done all night long. Still talking, and now the referee will chalk them off. Back goes Paradise. And they'll spot it right around the 23-yard line. An all-turf field out here in Paradise, Texas. It's a beautiful turf. It offsets 5 yards between a lighter green and a dark green. The big state of Texas over a panther and a green pea on the 50-yard line is the center yard line logo.
Which is a newer addition. The old field, like not even 2 or 3 years ago, was all grass.
Right. You have Paradise in the south end zone, Panthers in the north end zone, black lettering outlined by white. As Braden Miller on a run will come to the near sideline, a good pickup from Braden. He'll get to about, call it the 33-yard line. We'll see where the spot is. That's right where the marker is. They're going to knock him back a couple yards. It'll be 3rd and 2. .405 and counting. 42-25 the score out here in Paradise. Crowd has stuck around. It's been a great crowd all night long. Season opener and senior night. Hawaiian theme for the students in their student section. They're on the far left side of the bleachers. Carruthers is going to take it himself, QB draw. Alolde back in the game. So they toss in Aiden Alolde, a direct snap, and now he'll come back off the field. They wanted him to pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did. Job done. Ball back up to the 45-yard line. It's going to help some clock. 3:19 and counting. They are taking this clock all the way down as much as they can on the play clock. 10 seconds left, and they're still in the huddle. Staley comes in for Harmon. Alolde back in the game. Delay game. You're going to avoid that by calling timeout. I saw a flag fly in the secondary. Well, that's what the delay game was, but they called timeout to save that. Clock stops with 2:55 left in the ball game. Both teams talk to their coaches on their respective sidelines. All the Paradise guys huddled around in their black top, white bottom, white caps, white lettering outlined in green. Ponder on the other side, and they're all white. It has been a fun night here in Paradise. Always great to be out here. You'll hear us on the call the rest of the way home for Paradise, wherever that may take us. They call the timeout to avoid the delay game, and the ball spotted at the 45. Taking it on a QB draw and right up the middle. Carruthers picks up about 4 yards. 2nd and 6. In the game goes Stout Schiffbauer. Camden Walker in, lines up right on the 0 of the 50-yard marker. Carruthers got 2 backers a yard in front of him, splitting either side of his hip. And they'll give it off to Cody Bridgman. Bridgman, trying to avoid tackles, brought down. A flag comes flying in. They're really tossing these things. That flag lays at the 46-yard line in Ponder's secondary. As a line is down and now jolted back up. Limping off is Morgan Story. See if he stays in the game. Hobbling, he wants to be substituted. Needs a couple plays off. Off he comes. And it is Chael Ussery. Flag will be on Paradise. They'll back him up a little bit. Yeah, I wonder what the penalties are at. They have been heavy in this game. 2-minute warning. We'll take a quick break in Panther Stadium. Stay with us. Paradise football on NTX Varsity Sports.
Hi, I'm Mayor Blumensaw, and it's an honor to represent the City of Paradise. We're proud to support Paradise High School athletics, all our Panther athletes, cheerleaders, and band. Our students work hard, they compete with heart, and they represent our community everywhere they go. As a city, we believe in supporting our students, our schools, and the future of Paradise. We're proud to be a part of their journey and to cheer them on every step of the way. Good luck this season, Panthers. The city is behind you the whole ride. Go Panthers!
Back in Paradise, Texas, Panther Stadium. 42-25. 2 minutes left, just about to break out of the 2-minute warning here in Panther Stadium. Cheerleaders have kept at it. The crowd has kept at it. The students have too. It's been a great environment out here in Panther Stadium for their season opener. Coming off a 12-2 season that saw them deep into November, into early October, before getting knocked out by Peaster in their second matchup of the season. Carruthers will hand it off. Bouncing it to the right side is Drew Staley. He'll pick up a good amount of yards. Another flag on the field. This one lays at the 44. Man, we can't avoid these. Just trying to kill 1 minute and 50 seconds, and a flag is flying all over the place. The last one was a holding. We'll see what this one is. Holding again. So holding on the Paradise offense. And that'll back him up 10 more yards. Back-to-back plays for holdings for the Panthers. Boys, let's just put this one to bed and get out of here. 9:53 Central Time and local time out here in Paradise, Texas. Carruthers is going to hand it off to the near sideline, Braden Miller to the 35. Another flag. Goodness gracious. Braden Miller, the referee thought Braden Miller was going to hand him the football, stuck out his hands, and he didn't give it to him. The referee looked lost. Let's see what the call on the field is. Third straight play with a penalty. We've knocked off, partner, about 10 seconds and 5 minutes. Ball spotted at the 37. Fourth down for the Panthers. Carruthers looks to the near sideline, getting the call from Joe Coe. offensive coordinator and father of the head coach and athletic director, Tommy Cook. And we'll take a break and they'll talk it over. Talked about Aiden Alolde and his big day. He had 31 passing attempts, had over 240 yards through the air, 4 touchdowns. He's walking out on the field as we speak right now on a 4th down for the Paradise Panthers. That's a great season opener, if I would say. Mr. Brody Gates, my partner over here in Paradise, and give him some credit. He's had a busy night. He set all this up while I was getting a coaching interview, working the scoreboard, doing a little bit of color. He's done a fantastic job.
Thank you, Thomas. I appreciate it.
4th down for Lolde. He'll drop back, and it looks like he's going to punt it away. And he'll boot it right in the back of his offensive lineman, jump ball, and Ponder will come down with it. Big fella, number 66, is going to try to break away. Luis Valadares. So another funky play. We saw that in the first half. Alolde doesn't get it up above the center's back. It goes flying in the air. Alolde got it back the first time that happened, but this time it didn't go his way, where Luis Valerdos ripped it out of his hands. He stands at 5'10", 210 pounds, the offensive and defensive lineman. And he brought it out. He was rumbling as hard as he could. He got it out to the 21-yard line. Just 3 feet away from being in the red zone. Bunch of sticks out on the game clock, 1:11. Cooper Sweden, side by side with Case Winfield and Hayden Kay. The 2 backers split either hip of them. They'll give it to Winfield. Winfield is going to try to find a gap, tumbling towards the 10-yard line. He'll pick up about 9 yards. We'll see where the spot of the ball is. It could have been a first down, but it was tough to tell. He got into the secondary of Paradise before they roped him down, so he'll be just short at 2nd and 1. Moving quickly is Ponder. They'll give it back to Winfield, back to the well. He'll certainly pick up a first down this time as he's inside the 10-yard line, picks up about 4 more, and down to the 7-yard line he goes. See where the spot of the ball is. Trying to move quickly as possible to put more points up before the game is over. 40 seconds left. High snap, Sweden brings it down. Up the middle goes Kay and into the end zone. Touchdown, Ponder. Hayden Kay with another touchdown of his own for the Ponder Lions, and they'll tack up 6 more. 31-42 now with 31 seconds to go. If last time out looked like anything they did this time, then it will most likely be a 2-point conversion, but it looks like they're just going to come out, take the points, and kick the PAT. They score with 31 seconds left. This to make it 42-32 in a 10-point game. He'll kick it away at the 10. Snap, spot, kick is up, and it is good. Both kickers have done their job tonight. Neither one of them has missed a field goal or a PAT. The Paradise Panthers have only had PATs to work with, but Ponder put a 34-yarder of their own back in the first quarter. That got them on the board. They would score 29 more points after that. 42-32 the score. 31 seconds left in this one. That full moon that we've mentioned has been climbing and climbing and climbing, Brody. It was just above the fans across the other side of the field where Ponder is, and now it's at its beautiful way up in the sky in its natural habitat.
Yeah, it's really interesting because, like we were saying, it was like a blood red moon when it came up over the horizon. Now it's just back to looking like a full moon. So
That's right.
I wonder what happened.
It's lost its color a bit, back to its kind of white grayish. Running out on the field come the Lions. The referee will put the T right on the 40. And the place kicker of the football, and he will try to get this thing balanced out to kick it out to Paradise. Paradise just has one man back deep to return. They're loading the box up in case of an onside. They got 6 guys standing at the 48, 4 behind him. And then Chase Harmon back deep at the 15. See what Ponder does. They'll pooch it. Back there to catch it at the 32-yard line was Cody Bridgman. And he'll just kind of waltz out of bounds. That takes 2 seconds off the clock, 29 seconds to go. 10-point game at Panther Stadium. 3 timeouts for the Lions, 1 for the Panthers. Trying to close this one out. They'll have a quick word. Paradise will with their offensive coordinator. Aiden Alolde will join in on the huddle, and he will run out on the football field. Alolde will take it, and he will take a knee, and that ought to do it. They can count down the clock. They got a couple handshakes going on at the 36-yard line. No timeouts, play clock. They're going to have to go one more. I believe the play clock is stopped at 7. 6 seconds left in the ball game, and that will do it. They will clock down, and they will meet at the 50-yard line to shake hands. 1-0 are the Paradise Panthers. They take this one 42-32 as the horn sounds, and the ball game is over. Game time of 3 hours and 2 minutes. The final knee was at 10:01. The first kick was at 6:57. We'll take a quick break. We'll come back and talk about the game a little bit, Brody and I, but stay with us. Paradise wins it 42-32. Post game to come. Stay with us. Paradise football on NTX Varsity Sports.
Hi, I'm Mayor Blumensaw, and it's an honor to represent the City of Paradise. We're proud to support Paradise High School athletics, all our Panther athletes, cheerleaders, and band. Our students work hard, they compete with heart, and they represent our community everywhere they go. As a city, we believe in supporting our students, our schools, and the future of Paradise. We're proud to be a part of their journey and to cheer them on every step of the way. Good luck this season, Panthers. The city is behind you the whole ride. Go Panthers!
Barefoot Pools is proud to be the title sponsor of Paradise Panther football on NTX Varsity Sports this season. Led by Curtis Buckner and Charlie Johnson, Barefoot Pools is your local expert in custom swimming pools and outdoor living, specializing in in-ground pool construction, remodeling, repairs, equipment upgrades, and ongoing maintenance. Proudly serving Wise County and surrounding areas, Barefoot Pools is known for quality craftsmanship, clear communication, and bringing backyard visions to life. It's the Barefoot Pools Panther broadcast on NTX Varsity Sports.
Paradise Panthers football final here on NTX Varsity Sports, broadcasting to you live from the Barefoot Pools broadcast table here in the city of Paradise. Thank you to both of these amazing sponsors and the city of Paradise. Thomas, what are we looking at here? The game's over. What was that game?
Well, we're looking at a big second half, and I know they scored the same amount of points Paradise did in the first half as they did the second half. It was 21-3 going into halftime. The game ended 42-32. But the difference was all 3 touchdowns came in the third quarter. The fourth quarter, they were just kind of stalling out, trying to hold position and win the game when Ponder put up a couple courtesy touchdowns to make it a 10-point game in that final. But Aiden Alolde picked up right where he left off. He was a first-team all-district player last year, and if he plays like he did the rest of the year, like he did today, then he's going to back that up with the same effort. He threw for over 240 yards, 4 touchdowns, and a rushing touchdown, and 31 pass attempts. And his favorite guy was Sawyer Murphy. He had 2 touchdowns. The sophomore, young sophomore, 5'10", and used his height for one incredible catch in the back corner of the south end zone. That was early on in the second quarter. But it was a well-run machine, a well-oiled machine for the Paradise Panthers out of halftime. The Ponder Lions on the first play took it 35 yards, and I know that sounds weird, to the end zone for a touchdown. But after that, it was all Paradise. They responded with 21 straight points and put a cap on what is senior night and their season opener, and they take it 42-32. But a really fun night here in Paradise, Texas. Happy to do it, and we'll be happy to have coverage of your Paradise Panthers the rest of the way home wherever they do go.
Again, the NTX Varsity Sports Paradise Panthers broadcast is brought to you from the Barefoot Pools broadcast table and from the city of Paradise. Thank you all so much. Without you, this wouldn't be possible. For NTX Varsity Sports, I'm Brody Gates.
I'm Thomas Brown, and we'd like to thank Parker Burrows, and we'd like to say thank you for tuning in, and a good night to wherever you may be. Panthers win it 42-32. You're listening to Paradise Panther football on NTX Varsity Sports. Good night, everybody.